I want you to have to talk to yourself on camera.
I gave him a warning, and he was still talking when the camera came up. So at this point, I can do nothing more.
But it was nothing embarrassing.
It was
time.
nothing embarrassing. That's
All
true,
the
but still.
Nice.
Just remember, I can make
Oh,
you talk
are
to
we
yourself
doing-
on camera too.
I knew I forgot to do something. No, this is not a World of Darkness stream. This is our regular Glassbreakers Guild. I do apologize for
Hi, I'm
that.
Piper.
But
I
this
don't know who I
is
am.
Everyone else.
this is our regular Glassbreakers Guild episode, and I will get that fixed after I'm through with the intro. Welcome back. We hope you guys are ready for shenaniganery, because this is going to be an interesting night.
Is it?
Dun, dun.
Oh, boy.
I assume. Anyway, we are, unfortunately, Nate has gone off on one of his deployments, so Castian will be making an exit stage left, and we will deal with that when the time comes, and we'll work him back in when he is through. We wish him all the best of luck and safe travels, and hope that he comes back safe and sound. Few quick reminders as we get started tonight. As always, I'm not going to be doing a random quote. Why did I hit that? I meant to hit our YouTube channel. If you haven't already and want to go back and look at all of the videos that we have ever done, go out to our YouTube channel. Go out to YouTube, search for Casual Cactus, and you'll be able to find our full library that has been uploaded. I was just informed a few moments ago that I missed uploading the last episode. My abject apologies. I will fix that as soon as possible. Most everything else is out there. Do be sure, if you haven't already, to hit like and subscribe, turn on your notifications, and you will always know when we put those new videos out there, especially when I'm playing catch up. So, yeah, there's that. We do also run a Discord server, and this is another one of those things that life got in the way, and I didn't update the schedule for this week. Normally, that will have an updated schedule every week, letting you guys know what we are broadcasting and when. All times are in Mountain Time. Leave it up to you to determine what that is in your own time zone. But the Discord server is the place for that. So be sure that you head over there. Get signed up, and you will always know when we are about to go live. That is going to do it, I think, for me. So at this point, I will turn the job of doing a recap over to the table.
Braden.
Yeah, give me a second.
And apparently, Braden is the only one who actually watched the VOD and knows what's going
true.
on. So we're gonna.
I did try.
We
I did try.
players did try. That is how I know that I forgot. I failed as your illustrious DM. I'm sorry. I am now fully employed, so that's a big thing. And it's been taking.
Good thing.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing, but it's been taking up a lot of extra time. So, yeah, it
Yeah, that
happens.
was the weekend.
So I'm going to turn the recap over to Braden if he's ready. I know he's doing some
Hold on,
research
give
for
me
me
2 seconds.
on a couple of
And
things.
there we go. Okay.
So,
Hello.
Braden,
Oh, I gotta squat down.
no, you're fine.
Hi. Last week, we joined everyone as everyone is sort of out and about. Right after stealing a wagon cart full of stuff, Killian and Lucas headed back to Castian's place, where we were able to hide for a little bit, talking and sending a message to Simi to see if we can talk to her. Simi, during that time, went to go talk to her contacts to see if she can try and get any more information out of them. She couldn't. While she was there, she saw that the Impellion Order was very busy, having been had a shipment taken from them, and everyone was sort of in a panic trying to figure out what to do with that. She what was the word I'm looking for? She talked with her higher superior, who gave her no more information on anything else about what her current jobs are. As she was leaving, she also stumbled into Akerai, who was in disguise, and talked with him, learning that the Implanor is on high alert. Everyone gathered back together. Castian found out that 2 rival hat makers in town decided to try and squeeze into his turf and set up shops in front of his store. The gang got together and talked about the current situation in which we had stolen stuff from the Impaling Order. We went through all of the stuff, and then half the party decided to go check out the kidnapped girl's home, while the other half of us diluted the ink that we had gotten to use for magical purposes. The people who went to the kidnapped girl's home learned a few things, including that it looks like there's some dragon cult things going on. It seems like both her and the maid were interested in the dragon cult, perhaps. And that the maid may know who the gentleman with the dragon tattoo, who had been a bouncer the night she disappeared, well, at least know each other. So, and the people are returning back to Castian's store as they had discovered, and then, if I remember correctly, the ransom is due tomorrow evening, or so if it's night now, the ransom is due tomorrow evening, I think.
I believe that was the case. Yeah.
Just remind me, that was a small detail I could not remember.
It was definitely the next day. I don't remember what time.
Right.
I believe it was. If it wasn't evening, then it was noon.
Pick one.
I think we had a little time.
I think you had a little
Yeah.
time, so I'm going to say evening.
Okay. And that is where we left off.
I did a flyover to see if there was any traps set up there before heading back to meet up with everybody else.
And we had an idea of like some of the things that we needed to check, right, for the tattoo guys. What did we? I thought we had a lead on where to look between now and then.
You think you had saw the dude.
I had seen
Yeah, you saw
him
somebody
in one
in
of
an
the flats.
alleyway.
What we had learned was that the tattooed people are somehow associated with the dragon cult.
And we talked
Yeah.
about maybe asking Kazakh if he'd be willing to be our
Bait?
way in. Yeah.
But we had not talked to him about that.
Not yet. No. We
No.
talked about asking him.
Yeah, because we haven't seen those two at all that day.
We were off doing hunting things,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that tracks. That
and
Tracks.
ninja things.
Yes.
Hunting for Dallas.
Do you want to see my sweet ninja star?
Tortilla paper in front of people be like, have you seen this?
Wait, what? I was just quoting something. Ignore me.
Okay, I was fully expecting you to pull out a ninja star. I'm not even gonna lie.
That was kind of
No,
towards
not in
the
these pants.
nighttime, right, when we
That was
left?
in the
Yes,
evening.
yes,
Sure.
that would have been closer
That's
to,
another- yeah,
to
sure, it was
evening
the-
once you guys sort of got over to the manor to speak with her parents.
I think I would check with Akerai and see if he wanted to go on the prowl with me to see if we can find any activity happening that we could like spot any members of the dragon cult or anything suspicious through town from the rooftops. Or I'm assuming he knows about some of my extracurricular things, my moonlighting gig.
Very much so.
Okay. So yeah, I would still want to give myself a full long rest. But yeah, I would want to take some time to prowl from above and see if I can see anything happening through the
Okay.
city that would be, I don't know, suspicious.
So Costas is a big place. Is there any particular like district that you're interested in perusing? You're not going to be able to cover the whole city in one night. Batman, you are not.
Well, I probably wouldn't know. I'm Owl Girl. I probably would have figured out, or would have seen anything if it was in my little area.
We found out where the lady's maid had been hired from. It was an agency called Angel's Hands.
Ah.
That was the thing.
Okay. Where is Angel's Hands located?
You don't know. You're going to have to go find it.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, we didn't ask.
You didn't ask, and it is not one of those places that you have had need of, so you are unfamiliar with this establishment.
Now, where was the place where she was abducted from?
The Prince.
The Prince and the Scribe.
Scrapper. Scrap.
The Prince and the Scribe.
I'm
Once again, none of us can pronounce and or say the name properly.
It's just there's some
which-
weird cloaking device over that name
And
that
I
just messes with all
don't
of
have
us.
my interactive map. Lance, do
Lance does.
Do I have a map? I do.
you have the map? Does it have the points of interest on it?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Point 19.
Point 19.
You sunk my battleship.
Okay. So, and I'm forgetting like where the affluent places are.
I can show
you
you.
have that too?
Yeah.
So wait. Okay, so affluent is like
The light blue and the green.
stuff. Okay. I want to check out kind of the southern part of the area, kind of where the affluent turns less affluent.
Okay.
So kind of at the
So this area?
near the river in the middle of the occupied area, yeah.
Okay.
That'll be kind of the region that I'll be in.
Okay.
So if this is our orientation, then wait, hold on.
Other way around. Other way up.
Yep. Down in here.
Down in that area. Okay.
No, I'm-
All right. So that's actually ocean, not river, on
Okay.
that coast.
River, coast.
Bite me. Yeah, okay, so right
But
there.
yeah, just so you're oriented. Cool. So you're going to be down in that particular area. Okay.
Hello, skatebender.
Hello, hello, hello.
He's
All
like Avatar,
right.
but-
So, and just for my recollection, because I think I remember where it is, point me to number 19, Lance.
Number 19 was right in there.
Okay, that's right. Okay.
So I'll have a little bit of like looking while I'm headed there,
Okay.
but yeah.
Any particular anything that you're looking out for, particularly as you're traveling to where you are going to be investigating for the night?
Anyone with one of those funky tattoos.
Okay.
Any place that looks like it should be closed where there are lights on and several people.
Okay.
And beyond that, just general suspicious activity. But those are the two big things that I am like really eyeballing. So
Okay.
if something super suspicious that's outside of that realm happens and I happen to be looking,
Okay.
then yeah, but those are the
Um,
things that I'm clocking.
All right. Make me. This is not a full-on investigation. Just make me a perception check, please. Will do.
No. Wait, I have a +9. That's still not great. 13.
13.
Jeez, man.
All right. Well, straight away, you do not notice anybody that has that particular tattoo that you're looking for. You have at least seen. You've seen what it looks like from a distance. You still have yet to see one up close, but you've seen what it looks like from a distance, and you know what it's supposed to represent. But as you're traveling across the city on the rooftops, looking down on the street, you are not able to find anything that sort of fits that sort of what you're looking for. You see plenty of tattoos. Tattoos are not uncommon, but you're not seeing the specific, on the hand that you're looking for. There are plenty of businesses still open, but it's, they tend to be the sort of the late night establishments you would expect to be open. Even at that, though, it does look like they're starting to wind down. You've been in the city long enough, there is a bit of a curfew. The order is, trying to maintain order, and they have not done a great job of it. So as, despots and authoritarians always do, they have implemented, admittedly, a late curfew, but there is a curfew in effect. So a lot of those places are pushing right up against it for their patrons to be able to have time to get home. So you're starting to see things start to wind down. Beyond that, there's not a whole lot else odd until you're about halfway to where you're going.
Okay.
Now, it's not what you're specifically looking for, but as you sort of jump across one of the alleyways, leaping from rooftop to rooftop, you glance down to make sure that you're not, to make sure that you're watching where you leap. And as you glance down, you do recognize a cluster of about 3 or 4 city guards in this alleyway, clustered around what looks to be a body. Now, what you do with that information is entirely up to you.
I would like to see if I can figure out what that body looks like
All right.
from as safe a distance as I can manage.
All right.
See how that goes.
Make me a perception check.
Don't think about it. It's 12.
12.
It heard me, and it
It flaunted it in your
Twice.
face.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a
Oh wait, did you say perception or investigation?
perception.
Okay, good. Yeah, 12.
12.
Let's keep that,
Okay.
please.
All right. You're pretty high up. It's it's a 3 or 4 story building that you're looking down from. It took you a minute to sort of stop and turn around and come back to the edge, in a quiet enough way that you were not going to attract attention. As you look down, it is fairly dark in the alleyway. You happen to notice the guards simply because guards in shiny attention getting get up kind of thing. They're showing off that, hey, I'm part of the city guard, whatever. Authority comes with image, that kind of thing. But as you peer over, they are clustered around a body. It's kind of dark in the alley. You're not really able to see just a whole lot of details, but their voices are sort of echoing back and forth up the walls, so you can hear what they're saying. And they are more than a little freaked by what they're seeing. I've never seen anything like that. It's like it's like she's been dried out. She's just a husk. Don't reckon it's a vampire, do you? No, I've never. First of all, I've never seen a vampire leave a body behind. For starters, they always take it with them. But I've never seen a vampire do that kind of whatever. That kind of thing.
How common are vampires here?
They weren't.
They weren't until
Ah.
the Elwick incident.
Oh. Yeah, that tracks. That tracks.
That's definitely a name that was coined by Dells.
The Elwick incident, yes.
Okay. So we have a person who has been husked. That sounds bad. Oh, don't. Excuse me. Sorry.
Mass Effect.
So, okay. They've not seen this before. I imagine they're probably taking the body to the coroner's office. I'm not going to be able to get close enough to actually determine anything on my own, especially if I use that dice again, which has been fired. So I'm going to keep going, keeping that in mind,
Okay.
like logging that into
Okay.
my brain pan.
All right. So you continue along across the rooftops, and you arrive in the district you wish to investigate a little bit more deeply. And what are you looking for specifically once you get there?
It's kind of same things, as well as I get there, I'm going to be any kind of bulletin areas, anything like that, checking to see if I can see anything that might look coded or anything like that in print.
Okay.
Or any place that people are going to that seems like an unlikely place for them to go to in mass.
Okay. Make me an investigation check.
You and me, okay? You got this. That's better, except my investigation sucks, so it's still a 12.
All right. How long are you going to be in the district?
Might peruse around it for an hour before heading back, unless I find something worth tracking down.
Okay. I feel at this point I should probably, before I adjudicate what happens, remind you, because it has not yet been spent, that there is a temporary expertise on the table.
Ooh. Let's do that then.
So that would end up putting me to 16.
16. Okay. A little bit better. I'm sorry, I should have had that up and realized that before. Might have helped on a couple of your other rolls, but we will cash that in for you. Okay, with a 16, and you're spending a couple of hours in the district, you say?
Yes.
Okay.
Or 8. An hour.
An
unless
hour
I
or
see
whatever.
Something else.
Okay. As far as people with unusual tattoos or specific tattoos, you're not seeing any of those. This is sort of a slightly more upscale area that they would have stood out just a little bit based on sort of your understanding of who these people are. So you would think that if they were around, they'd be easy to find, and you're not finding them. Now, as far as areas with, like, posted coded messages, you are not fluent in Thieves' Cant, are you?
I have tongues
Thieves can.
and
thieves
comprehend
can't.
languages. Does that count as a language?
No.
Is tongues a spell?
Translation and interpretation are two separate things.
But tongues is spoken.
Yeah, tongues is
Yeah, I thought
spoken,
that one would
so
probably-
that one doesn't help you. But comprehend languages might.
The spell doesn't decode secret messages in a text or glyph.
Okay, so no.
Balls. Okay.
I think
So
that's
unfortunately,
good.
while you can identify perhaps areas where the less desirable elements of society might leave secret messages, you are not able to determine what said messages are.
Can I write them down in one of my journals, seeing as I tend to carry stuff with me, and do my best to copy?
Yes, you can do that.
Because, like, Cassian's shady as shit. So maybe he can help.
But maybe he's arrested.
He might be, but I don't know that yet.
I know thieves can.
Did he give anybody a key to his?
I think I have one.
Okay.
I think.
So we can still use it.
Don't. No.
I think Castian's the only one who would know these.
Did he give me a key
I don't think so.
to the back room?
I mean, he didn't.
There was something about me being able to get in.
I cast Arcane Lock on the door.
That was
Yeah,
what it was.
that's what
Okay.
it was. Yes. So yeah, you can write things down. I won't make you make a roll for that since you're going to be standing right there in front of them doing it, and you're just copying them down. It's easy enough, even if you don't understand what is actually in the message.
Okay.
You may actually copy some things down that are not secret messages. You don't know.
Kinda
You're
figured.
just copying whatever it is that you see.
Music notes.
There are a number of I won't say like high up like noble houses or whatever, but there are a few like upper scale, you're guessing probably well-off merchants or other artisans, like artisans whose large mansions are lit up and seem to be having, balls of some kind. Perhaps maybe a case of the the upper crust fiddling while Rome burns kind of thing. But it does appear as though there's at least a couple of high society balls taking place at various mansions in this particular district.
See me time to go put on your ball dress.
And go be awkward in public for a bit.
More so than usual.
See me, your Vin is showing.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I mean, tell me you didn't form this after that.
I'll never tell.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of take light note of who all is having balls at the moment.
Okay.
If I can see, shut up. If I can see,
I mean,
if I can see in through any of the windows or anything like that, see if there are any shady
Any shady pillows?
shady fellows pursuing these parties.
For most of them, while you are seeing lights out, most of them have drapes drawn. So
Well,
they want people to know they're having a party. They don't want people to know who's at the party.
I guess then I'm gonna probably head back because I do still need to get a long rest.
'Kay.
So
All right.
might be a short long rest, but I should get one.
All right. So you're going to head back. And you're able to do so with no particular trouble.
Any dragonborns along the way?
Not that you're seeing.
Okay.
So far, your friend seems to be the only one brave enough, or perhaps stupid enough, to walk through the city just out in the open.
What a glowing endorsement.
Sense of disturbance in the force. Somebody called me stupid.
Frankly,
Foolish,
I think
perhaps.
every
Maybe not.
single
Maybe not
character
stupid. Maybe foolish.
Silly.
Ignorant of the ways of the city.
I think it's against his will because he can't stand being alone. When Nick's just chattering on all the time.
I need others to feel this pain.
All right. So Simi's done her thing. What else was everyone else doing?
Sleeping.
Sleeping.
was there anything in particular over the dock area that the drop was supposed to happen that was any kind of a trap set up there?
Make an investigation check.
I would be with you.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I would not. I would be asleep.
I am flying.
I am asleep. I am sound asleep.
Okay.
15.
15. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary as far as, traps set up or blinds
Okay.
or anything like that. You do, however, as you're sort of leaving the area, leaving the scene, you do sort of fly over one ship that the dockmaster is sort of standing at the foot of the gangplank and yelling, "Hello, anyone aboard?" up the ramp.
The ship explodes.
Kaboom. Oh.
Player Steven is warring with character Rain.
I'm not sure which one I want to win.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Rain makes note of it. Can I see the name of the ship?
The Demetrius.
I only take notes on stuff I know.
I'll go back to the hideout.
Okay.
Player Steven is so upset. I want to know what's going on.
That's okay.
Rain has restraint.
So you're
More than
going
Steven.
back, and everyone else is sleeping. All right. Simi will get back, have a rest. Rain will get back, will have a rest, and the next morning dawns.
What do the chalice, the magic item chalice, what does that do?
Okay. It has 10 charges.
Mm-hmm.
You can use an action to expend up to 10 charges. For each charge that you expend, it heals 1d8
Okay.
points of
And
damage.
did everyone get the two I sent you?
I haven't looked at those yet.
So
Those
we
were just
probably
two
do not
random
know
ones.
about the curse, though.
I do.
Nope.
I used
Oh.
Identify.
Identify doesn't
always-
identify curses.
Oh, does it not?
It does not.
I mean, that's
Those were
sometimes
just
up
two
to the
random ones I
DM's
rolled up, so.
Discretion.
Unless you want me to change any of them.
Give me one moment.
That's fine.
No.
Pardon me while I read what my librarian has provided.
So who stayed the night at the mansion? Hi.
Right. Oh, you didn't mention that you made a deal with the devil in the recap, did you?
No, I didn't. That's unnecessary.
Wait,
That's
another
not
one?
important to the story.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon?
Yeah, he used his
That's not
ability
important.
to
That's not
guarantee
important to
that
the
he
story.
succeeded
No, that's not
for
important.
Keith to get to decide the outcome of a roll later.
That does not matter
Oh
at
yeah,
all
won't
towards
affect
the story.
us all
Not
at
you.
all.
To be
Not
fair,
you.
nobody except Castian was there when that happened.
Yep.
Me.
The rest of us were gone.
Accurate.
Let me check
Oh,
my
right, Accurate
notes.
was there.
Braden made a deal with the devil.
Again,
That would be me. And yeah, you're right. That is, again, I believe I've got 2 in the bank now.
Yeah, you got 2 in the bank.
Great.
One for escaping and one for that.
if I don't know it's cursed. Then I
So,
definitely
what
won't
did you
count it.
guys find out last night? I kind of went to bed before you guys got back.
Dragon Cult is involved with
Fine.
the disappearance of the girl.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
We have suspicions that the maid
That the maid
knew
did
what
it?
she was doing at the very least
Okay.
in the
okay.
kidnapping.
Yeah, those are fine.
The
Yep.
note, the ransom note, had some oddities in it. In terms of someone who has education was pretending that they don't.
Okay.
both the girl and the maid had flyers from this dragon cult. Also, does the name Demetrius, put an I in there, mean anything to any of you?
Have I heard of the Demetrius? Unfortunately, no.
Ship in the harbor, something weird was happening when I flew over last night. I didn't see anything at the drop site, but
No, I don't know anything.
And I'm not
So-
actually there. I just waved at the same time you guys raised your hands. So,
Oh, okay.
because I don't think that you would know that I was out trying to be
No, that's fine.
Batman.
So, are we trying to find the man with the dragon tattoo?
Well, I think our running
Ooh.
theory is that we
Ooh.
find Kazakh and see if he wants to get us in with the weird dragon people.
Does he know the weird dragon people?
I mean, they sort of worshipped him in the street, but I don't know if
Would
he
he?
would.
Would he know?
I don't know. We can ask him.
Okay.
I would like to posit that no matter where we slept, we are in the morning getting me a Danish. So that is where we are.
Fair enough.
I mean, I'm getting you a Danish.
Also, does anybody else want that magic sword?
I think I'm good.
I could use it. However, it would probably be better in someone else's hands.
I volunteer.
Because I have the one that you made me.
Right.
So
I assume, Keith, I do not know that that is a cursed item.
That is correct.
If I held the sword,
If you would like to use it, go for it.
I'll ask the people who aren't here, but then if nobody else wants it,
Dangerous
yeah, I
weapon.
can take the magic out of this and put it on my sword. So
Oh, good.
All right.
So aside from talking to Kazakh, we have no further leads in, correct?
Well,
Pretty much.
that you all can do. I, however, can probably find him.
Her?
you keep
Who?
saying you
The girl or?
Yes. the
Well, no,
girl.
I've never met the girl before. I can't find her that way.
Oh, no.
I can find the guy though.
Oh, okay. No, what I was. Never mind.
wait, how can you find him?
I can
That's it?
locate object his tattoo. I doubt there's a lot of people in the city that have one of those.
I suppose as long as you find somebody with the
Unless,
tattoo, they
of
can
course,
probably tell us.
I pop one of those and like 15 people pop up with it. Then we might
then-
have an issue.
Then we just grab
But at
one of them
least
and
Grab
ask them where
one
it
of
is.
those, so it does not
See,
matter which.
yes.
Does a tattoo count as an object?
That's up to the DM.
You'll have to try to find out.
It's an arm that can be an object. That arm has.
It's a very
you cut it off, it's
distinctive
an object.
arm.
It's a very distinctive tattoo. We're forgetting about the tattoo part. Everyone has arms. Unless they lose them.
The arm,
That's
the arm
very
has
ableist.
tattoo.
Technically speaking, we all have more than the average number of arms.
I hate that I know that logic.
So I can do that. I can try tracking the tattoo itself.
Okay, why don't you do that, and I will see if I can go find Kazakh. Do you want to come with?
Yeah.
I suspect they're out in the market.
Sure. Oh yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Then
Maybe we
I
can find
will
Danishes.
I will go out to see if I can track down a man with a dragon tattoo.
I will go with you.
Damn it.
Did you want to go alone?
No.
Okay.
Keep on
Um,
making that deal. Yep.
So, looking for Danishes, looking for the people who are looking for Danishes,
Also
and,
Danishes.
and also
Also
Danishes. Looking for the guy with the dragon
Yep.
tattoo, keeping your friend out of trouble.
Exactly.
See me?
Friend.
Are you still asleep?
I'm sorry, friend out of trouble. And see me.
Once I've got my 8 hours, I need to get up and start investigating again. So I would probably be trying to get any kind of a clue. Well, actually, I would also be trying to look. I'd be
man with a
looking
dragon
for
tattoo.
Castian.
Okay. So as you're arising, and just as you're about to leave your house, it's like you open the door, and there's this messenger coming up your front walk. Message for you, miss, and hand you a missive.
It says we know.
And you recognize it as a job from the order.
Oh my gosh.
Find the people who stole
And you
our
crack
stuff.
it open, and you get details of there was a wagon load of goods intercepted and hijacked from from the dock warehouse on its way to, or there was a wagon shipment from the dock warehouse on its way to the order that was stopped and hijacked. Your job is to find the perpetrators and retrieve the goods.
Well, I suppose the good thing about this this work is that 2 of these things that I'm supposed to be doing, I've technically already solved. I
Good for
just
your
can't
self-esteem.
do anything with that particular information.
I mean, you could turn us in.
Well, the instructions didn't
No.
say to turn
Yeah,
anybody
they just
in.
said
It
find
did,
you.
it's
They
fine.
didn't
It
say
said,
find
and
you.
deal with them.
Yeah.
I believe that we both
I'm
have.
dealing with you.
I was gonna say, I feel like Brandon and I have been dealt with.
In a straightforward and meaningful manner.
Yeah, I'm dealing with you to the best of my ability, and that ability kind of wavers. It's
Bring
fine.
this today.
But
So yeah,
but
great.
so you've got that, and then you're heading out to do more investigation.
Kind of roll my eyes at the, and see, gonna try and find Castian first. 'Cause
Okay.
Castian would probably he just seems shady enough that he would probably know Thieves' Cant. I don't know if anybody
Okay.
else does, but
We will circle back around to all of that. Danish crew.
Danish crew.
Danish crew. Rain and
Lyra.
Lyra. I really need to make sure that I make the note that it's a not
Lira.
Man,
Lyra. There we go. Okay. So Rain and Lyra, you do make your way down to the Flotsam and Jetsam, as is your normal whatever. It happens to be in the middle of several, foodie type places. You happen to know, Lyra, because you've been around, however, that there's a little bakery down one of the side alleys that makes the best Danishes. And you're hoping that your friends sort of followed their noses once they got there and found it. Turns out that they did. So as you come around the corner, you spot the little bakery, and standing outside is the great big dragonborn with the little halfling strapped to his chest.
kind of.
Ah! I'm like, and I want that one, and then I want that one, and I want that one, and then I want that one.
That one's really good.
Hi.
I'm,
That one.
I'm carrying like a paper bag of just Danishes that she's won.
You're gonna walk out. You're gonna walk away with 24 pastries.
Yeah.
I would like for the 4 of you, please, to make a perception check.
That's right after.
It's a nat 20 because I have all the Danishes that I asked for.
Natural 20.
So I'm not
Cool.
12.
Distracted.
12,
Deal with the Danishes.
Sorry, 14. 14.
Deal with the Danishes.
14, 14,
17.
17. Okay. My 14s, it's a little loud, like a good bakery would be, or the street, street noise flowing in as well doesn't help. So you guys are just sort of having a good time, smelling the smells. It actually does smell very wonderful in here, very fresh and lively. The fruit tarts smell fruity. The breads are warm and very. The breads are very warm and inviting. There's a few you get the sense that there's probably some cinnamon rolls baking in the oven.
No
in
wonder
the
we've
back.
been here for 3 hours already.
Yeah.
Somebody has been reading Legends and Lattes recently.
For my 17 and my natural 20.
Yes.
There's sort of an undercurrent to the conversations that are happening around you. On the surface level, if you were just listening, it's normal, everyday, hustle and bustle, blah, talking back and forth. But you guys are starting to catch, like, whispers. People putting their heads together in the corner. People, hurrying by on the street with their heads together, talking real softly. And you guys are hearing stories about bodies that are strangely desiccated, as though their very essence has been siphoned out of them. And Nyx, with your natural 20, you have heard stories like this before. From your companion.
Oh.
Stories for as in like I know that I want to tell Kazakh, or I'm just like
That is up to you. How you are going to react to this information.
I'm gonna finish my Danish.
Yeah.
It's very thoughtfully suck all the gem off my fingers.
Start hearing a whining sound in the sky.
I'm not gonna say anything after.
Okay.
But I will confirm with Lyra.
It's a long
Lyra.
one.
That I hear the same thing, like I hear with little husks.
I don't like bodies being described as husks.
Does she notice that I might not be saying everything?
I don't know.
My passive is 20.
Passive insight?
Perception.
Whale.
Well.
What happened was.
Insight is 16.
16?
I'm playing. Sucking all the little jams off the
Deep.
So sticky all the time.
I can just imagine you reaching down and wiping it down his...
Yeah, I'm like,
You reach in your inventory and you find my crumbs.
Just a whole pocket full.
Hey, it's like pocket sand, but moldy.
Pocket crumbs.
Could be used in defense. Either way.
There's a 10% chance to poison your opponent.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of...
There's a 10% chance to heal your opponent with penicillin.
I don't think I've ever heard stories like that before.
I don't think you have either.
We met a few days ago.
That's such a weird thing to say, just in any context.
It's Adele's thing.
Have you?
I've heard of husks.
Body husks?
Darn it.
Here you go.
Like corn husks. What's that?
Another Danish.
I have a whole bag. I don't even care.
Free is free.
I'll start munching it thoughtfully, and I'm like, I'll try to remember.
You are acting so sketchy right now.
I just shoved the whole.
Just like a snake, she unhinges her jaw.
Ooh, I should get some tea for Killian while we're here.
So, I mean, you're technically, like, are you, like, standing by yourself, or, like, are you
I'm
in
in the
your
baby
thing?
Bjorn.
Okay.
That's a conversation.
I start hearing, like,
We're just
and then
ignoring.
the person on your chest is like,
But like,
I've never heard stories
but
about.
I mean, are you deafening me out? Because you're used to. See, there you go.
that's true, I guess. I mean, should I roll to see if I can hear her conversation? Because I usually phone her out.
What is your passive perception?
Let me unfold this here. Where's my passive?
It'll be 10 plus your perception, whatever that is.
10.
Ooh, 10. Passive intelligence is 15. Wow.
I kind of imagine that at this point you've been with Nyx long enough that when she talks on your chest, you just kind of, unless she is talking directly to you, you just kind of tune it out. It's just white noise. It's like you know she's talking, but you're not paying attention because odds are it is something inane that you have no desire whatsoever to be part of.
I'm focusing on the transaction between her whole
Exactly.
thing of getting all her Danishes and stuff.
Did anybody order stuff?
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll get it in a second.
I'll grab it.
Oh, well, thank you.
Do you have Hazaron?
That's something we haven't discussed, so I don't know.
Then I don't know.
Well, why would Hazaron matter?
I'm assuming husks. Hazaron. I don't know.
I don't think
I know
Hazaron would
something
be different.
sucks something out of something.
What?
Well,
now?
yes, Hazaron loves blood, yes, but it's a different. This would be a different thing.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I will talk about husks. What do I know about husks?
Thank you.
What would Kazakh have? What sort of stories would Kazakh have told to his traveling companion before? Before.
Sorry, what?
Is that how you get his attention?
Yeah, thump him.
Just
Well,
so she's asking about husks.
yeah. That's yeah. She has to get my attention that way, otherwise I don't
Just
hear
ignore
her. She's always talking about things, so.
It's all your birthday, but never listen. I'm talking about me from my snacks. But
What?
I'm just gonna keep on.
Oh, okay. You know what, here.
Crumbs.
I'm gonna get her out and put her on the floor with her Danishes so she can sit there and be happy. And like as I'm putting her down, like she's still talking.
The baker's like, "Sir, you can't leave your child on the floor." Oh, never mind. Sorry.
No unattended children, please.
She'll be busy for like 15 minutes. It's fine. So yes. I will give you.
I assume we like sequester ourselves in a corner a little bit so that we're
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
I was gonna say
facing everyone.
this is not the
don't
place.
care.
This is not the place to talk about it, but I'll give you a quick, just a quick intro, just because if this is what I think it is, then it's very bad for everybody, and specifically me.
Wait, is this your pursuers? The ones that we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Suck the moisture out of people. They just.
They're very thirsty people. Yes.
Like,
No.
damn man of a
Just walk around with straws.
Straws. No. They. We can talk about this. We can talk about this a little later, but when we're back at wherever we're staying. But the quick and dirty details here is they're very dangerous. Do not let them get near you. They're very persuasive. Do not engage with them in any manner.
Who should
That
we be
is
looking
almost no
for?
information.
Because we have to walk all the way back.
Yeah. Would I be describing?
I was gonna say, do they look like them, Keith?
They will have certain similarities, but they're going to be able to blend in a little bit better.
Would you say they look more like, I don't want to say an elf,
Body
but
snatcher.
because they have the hair,
Yeah, I was gonna say the hair and
the
often
long
the lack
white
of
hair.
Like
Yeah,
everybody.
um,
Yeah, this is guys.
They would probably look like. Honestly, they would probably look more like pale to pale blue elves.
Okay, and very, I would say very,
I mean, not
skinny, like malnourished looking.
yeah, not so much that it like calls attention to them, but they're really, really pale, almost like what is the condition?
Albino?
No, it's not albino. There's a condition that tends to run in
Albinism?
in.
It was just
Yep.
Yes.
I'm looking at my snacks.
There's a condition that tends to run in like royal families in Europe.
Alopecia.
No, it's like blue. It's like the term for blue blood. But they tend to be very
It's that
pale.
inbred,
yeah, but they
gene.
tend to be very pale, and their veins tend look like blue,
Super close to the surface.
super close to the surface, real pale. So it's kind of like that, and some of the more
Do they have the
no, they
not those. Not,
that they
okay.
don't have, but they do tend to also some of the more extreme, stronger specimens actually shift a little bit blue.
Okay.
Almost like they'd been out in the cold for a long time and starting to go a little bit frostbitten, but permanently.
And do they eat the same way?
Well, given what people have found, I think so. Yeah.
I would think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to assume.
Yeah.
Okay, so exactly what was just relayed to you
Yeah.
by the guy that's not here.
God
They-
reaches down and puts it in your brain.
They are very fast. They are strong, and like I said, don't let them get near you. If you do run into one, and you have the ability to run and get me, or put up a good fight if you're cornered.
Cool. So we should probably head back to Castian's. We can talk about it on the way, I guess, but we have a favor to ask.
We do.
Oh yeah, we do.
Okay. Well, I guess we can talk about it at Castian's then, or does it now?
Is there any? I'm gonna do a quick glance for inside. Is there anybody with the tattoo? I'm assuming that we would have noticed.
Yeah, you would have noticed. There's not anybody with the tattoo here.
Well, you remember your friends from the other night who were bowing and scraping?
The weird
Yes!
chicks in the street.
The weird
Yes,
Aaron
yes.
We
Yes.
kind of need to find them.
Oh,
Just stand in public.
I
Yeah.
don't know them, but I would imagine I could draw them out. But why would you need to see them?
That part we'll want to talk about at Castian's.
Okay. Yeah.
But like, if we see any on the way, would you just cozy up for me? I know that's kind of a lot to ask, but like, it's there's potentially people's lives on the line.
All right. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of weird, but okay.
Cozying up while having a disgusted gnome attached to your
Yeah,
front.
I'm gonna pick up Nyx and just put her back in.
Next in the bag.
Yeah.
It's because the bag is stuck to your hand.
Okay, so you guys start making your way back to Castian's.
And I will specifically be keeping a watch out for blue people or for anybody with tattoos on their hands.
Same.
Okay. So our troublemakers.
Yes.
Who do you think he's referring to? Because it couldn't possibly be us.
I don't know. Simi seems to get in a lot of trouble.
I didn't touch the ship, so it's not me this time.
Hello.
What are you guys up to?
Well, I'm trying to locate object on a dragon tattoo. Does it work?
It does not.
Oh. Am I out of range?
All you know is it does not work.
Alright. It doesn't seem like I can track the tattoo after all.
Or there's nobody close.
Or there's no one close. However, we're in the busiest part of the city. Where Castian's is. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Ish.
Could you track one of the dragon pamphlet things?
so how this works is, I can locate object on a singular thing and it will pop up every kind of that.
Uh-huh.
It would like pop up everything within 2,000
Yes.
feet. Give me a minute. I will locate object on dragon pamphlet.
Okay. What's your range on that?
Let me look that up. 1,000 feet.
Well, there's at least two.
Can
came
locate
from
the
shop.
can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon.
Oh, the nearest kind.
Yes,
Yeah.
that'll pop up. in the
Okay,
shop.
never mind then.
Yeah, so that'll pop in the shop.
Right. Well, that won't do.
Cookies in the shop.
Guess it.
I'm so good at finding people and things.
Only if I. Shut up!
You're not even there.
I'm at least trying. You're looking for blue people. That's not even our goal.
Might be now.
Not dying is part of the goal. That is always the subtext of the goal.
Well, let me see what I can do. Give me a
Kinda like
second,
that.
as I'm just looking through my book.
Index.
How common are halflings in this city?
I mean, there's
At least two.
quarter.
Well, I mean, you
Shut
know
up,
at
Siri.
least two. You do know at least two.
Okay. Alright, you wanna go for a walk?
I'm going wherever you're going.
I
Okay.
will also remind you that there is a section of the city known as the Halfling Quarter.
Okay.
Sounds like the special quarter.
Do you feel like
Trying
you're
to
on
find
Dell's
an
duty
outlet?
again?
No. This is different.
He gets to enjoy somebody else being on Dell's duty.
Oh, I can name it. Okay.
You're the new
Yes.
Del.
Yes. I will cast Locate Creature on. Do we want to just go straight and find her, or are we still looking for man with dragon tattoo? Because I could probably find her.
If you think you can find her, go for it.
All right, I will cast Locate Creature on D Smooth Hands. And yes, Keith, that is her name.
Yes, it is.
D smooth hands.
You did.
You did.
The random.
I told you.
tables.
I told you. You gotta be real careful.
Gotta be very specific.
Does locate creature work for people?
Yes, that is its main
I-
function.
We are all animals.
I can pull it up and it double check exactly what it says. but I'm
Describe or
pretty-
name a
If you would
creature
please.
that is familiar to you. I know her name. I've talked to her. I
I'm-
sense the
I'm-
direction of the creature's location as long as that creature is within 1,000 feet of you.
The spell can locate a specific creature known to you, or the nearest creature of a specific kind.
Is it a creature or human?
I'm just thinking.
Humanoid is a type of.
The spell can't locate a creature if running water at least 10 feet wide blocks a direct path between you and the creature.
Yes, but that will also mean that she's on the other side of the river.
So then he can just
Or
This
cross
one
the river
narrows
and
it down.
Yeah, but
cast it
it's
again.
only within 1,000 feet.
Well, that's why we're walking around the city.
Oh yeah, it does last an hour.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's mobile
I'm-
around you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's actually it's
That's
concentration, but it lasts an hour, so we can just wander around and see if we ping it up. That's
He's got radar.
really good.
I can
I'm
locate
still
Alien
trying
radar.
to decide if the fact that it calls out creatures.
So it does say that like you could find a human
Yeah,
with
like-
it when it not. It says specific creature known to you, and then in the next part it's like, or the nearest creature of a specific kind, such as a human or a unicorn. So
Okay.
I think it.
All right. Okay.
Yes, my unicorn
Now she wants
detector.
unicorn.
Geek. It blew up. There's too many in the area.
Everyone's
You forgot to
secret.
put a resistor in to account for it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you pop up your you pop up your spell, and
You
do not
activate
get a
your
hit
radar.
where you cast it.
Alright, well, we're gonna go walk
I was
around
gonna say,
the
we'll
city.
just walk around the city and see if it shows up.
All right.
Can I make a suggestion that informed people would maybe consider?
Sure.
If the drop-off point is the docks, it would stand to reason that.
I don't think that they're
Escaped under
gonna
there
bring
was a
her.
girl. who is kidnapped.
But it would stand to reason that they are located somewhere near there.
Her name is
It would, except
Small
Killian
Ass.
does not think she is by the docks. Killian does not believe that the people who we are paying the ransom to actually know where she is or have access to her. So,
But we're basically just gonna do a lap around the city, see if we ping her. If not, then that's fine. But I don't have money.
Okay.
So we'll spend an
do you
hour
have? Okay, so do
cruising
you have
around.
any specific areas of the city that you are wanting to canvas?
Probably the poorer side of town. That was easy to sort of hide someone in.
agreed.
Um,
I feel like, depending on how long it takes us, Killian at least would think we should do a loop through, like, sort of around the big, around this ridge, so, like, go like this,
Okay.
through that poor section, and then if there's still time, head over through this poor section, and just see if it, if
Okay.
it triggers.
actually, to ask a question, Keith, how long do I think if I walked around the city, how long would it take me?
I mean, it's a big city.
Correct.
To canvas the whole thing, you're probably looking at least a day.
In
day?
1,000-foot increments.
Run.
Well, I mean, that's
Well, because, like, we don't need to go down, like, every alleyway. We just need to make sure we get within
Right.
1,000 feet of each location.
even given that, it would probably take the better part of a day.
Yeah, I think search the poor part.
Okay. Yeah. We'll look through the poor areas first.
Okay.
If I was hiding a person, it would be in the poor parts of town.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But just so you know, we'll also do a path. So if it does come down to it, we will be at the docks at the time of when the drop off point will be.
Okay,
So
so
we'll take all day if we need to, but we'll map it out. So if the time comes for the drop off point, we'll be there.
okay.
If it takes all day.
All right. Are you going to start with the docks first, or are you going to want to end there, or are you going to do both?
We'll start at the docks and we'll end at the docks.
Okay. All right. Well, for starters, you do recognize right off very clearly that you're not able to reach across the river from where you are.
Correct.
So you're going to kind of focus on what I guess I'll call the north bank of the city
Okay.
to start with.
Mm-hmm.
Your first pass through the docks, nothing pings. So you're not finding anything, seeing anything on your spell. It is not returning anything to you. Do go ahead, both of you, make me perception checks.
Keys are missing.
5.
25.
Okay, you're focusing on your spell, so you got nothing.
Boop, 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 boop.
You got your dowsing
I was gonna
rods
say, you got
out,
a dowsing rod out.
trying to find stuff. You, on the other hand, as you're passing through the docks, you do notice there seems to be a commotion around one of the ships. Looking over, checking the nameplate, you do notice that it's called the Demetrius, and it seems as though there is a cordon of city guards around it. As you watch,
Are they facing towards it or away from it?
towards it?
Okay.
Well, half of them towards it, half of them away. The ones facing away are turning people away, turning
Yeah.
dock hands away, not letting anyone get near the ship.
This is my fault.
The
You let them murder
I should
everyone.
have- Just fireballed it.
as you're watching, you see two stretchers brought up on deck and start down the gangplank. Both of them have sheets draped over them, so you assume that they are corpses.
Mhm.
As the first one makes it to the dock, one of the handlers sort of stumbles a little bit, and an arm drapes out. And it is like nothing you've ever seen. It looks like just a shell of a humanoid arm.
If I wanted to describe it, I would say it looked like a husk of a person.
Indeed. It looks like whatever essence was in the body has been sucked out. Somebody real quickly tucks the arm back in, but you have seen it.
Gotcha.
As the second one reaches the dock, 2 more appear on deck and start down, and then 2 more, and then 2 more.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
It appears that something dreadful has befallen the crew of the Demetris.
Wait a second.
I wondered when you were going to catch it.
Wait a second. Okay.
Did you
But
just
you did
overlap
not
worlds,
remember when I said it earlier?
No, I got the reference.
What reference?
Demetris?
I don't want to
Yeah, no.
spoil the
Nope.
story.
Oh, okay.
Suffice to say, I'm blending the streams here a little bit.
Mhm.
Don't cross the streams.
As you then cross another stream. Guys.
So the 2 of you continue on. You make your lap on the north bank of the river. Nothing ever triggers your spell.
Okay.
How many times can you recast?
I'm a ritualist. It takes 10 minutes to do it. I can do it.
You can do it as many times
I
as
can
you
do it
need
as many
to.
as long.
Okay.
It just takes me 10 minutes to
Okay.
cast it. So.
Forever, Keith.
okay.
Forever.
All right, sounds good. But yeah, she does not appear to be on the north bank
Okay.
of the city.
Out on the north bank.
You guys gonna move?
We should at some point probably loop back around to Castians to see if everybody else shows up, since
Yeah, we'll
that's
do
where
that
they'll
then.
look for us.
Yeah. Once we get through the docks, which I assume like maybe takes an hour,
Yeah.
we'll go back to Castians.
Okay, sounds good. Simi, where are you heading? Anywhere in particular?
Gastians,
To Castians? Okay.
because he's shady.
All right. So
Yeah.
all of you guys show up at Castians. Yes.
Since everybody's done, seeing these or hearing these whispers and I haven't seen it yet, but the bodies and stuff like that, would I feel like they're here specifically for me?
You're paranoid.
You're paranoid about it. The last couple of times that you've been hunted by them, they've been looking for you specifically.
Okay, thank you.
So, Simi, you would probably be the first to arrive at Castian's shop.
Danishless.
Without Danishes, but, after having spent the night with Akerai, so almost as good. Maybe better.
Maybe he bought you Danishes.
Maybe he'll have you Danishes later. Who knows? But you arrive at Castian's shop. The 2 rival hat makers are at their stands,
Oh, good, Castian.
hawking their wares,
Yes.
and Castian's shop is still locked up.
I look at the hat makers. What did you do?
We did nothing.
Would you like to buy a hat?
Would you like to buy a hat?
Insight check.
Roll it.
did nothing. Nothing.
No. It's an
I
8.
see nothing.
He's shady as shit.
Oh, wait. I was looking at the wrong one. I was looking at investigation. So that's a plus 8. So 14.
14. He seems to be being honest with you. He has done nothing but the job he was hired to do, which is sell hats in front of this shop.
Nate pulled off the plan like he told me, except he got himself caught in the warehouse when he did it.
Oh no. Where's Castian?
Who?
The guy that owns the shop that you unceremoniously set outside to have your bizarre little, like...
I haven't seen him this morning.
If you guys did anything to him, I am going to make you regret ever working for the people that you work for, which you should anyway, because this is stupid.
Says you, Batman.
They don't know.
It's
They
not-
don't know my life.
It's a living. And he turns his attention to people passing by. Hats! Haberdashery! Get your hats here.
Smoke rising on the other side of town.
I would like to see, like, okay, so your thing is what made the door in the back, right?
Yeah, so I used magic that you guys have seen before on the
No,
door.
it's just a door.
Yeah,
It's
so
just a
but
door.
but I have sealed it with
Okay.
magic, so only one of us can open the door.
So I guess I'm gonna go around back so I don't have to break in through the front.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll open the door.
It's locked.
My spell doesn't fix regular locks on doors. It magically protects other people from opening it if it's unlocked, but it doesn't fix the fact that
I
there's a
didn't
regular
realize
lock.
this. CB doesn't understand this for a second because there should be a Castian in there. It shouldn't be locked.
I love the idea of her like buffering
Yeah.
a doorknob. Like, wait.
Castian?
The doorknob just keeps twisting.
There is no answer.
I'm gonna try to pick the lock. I don't know if
What
I'm
door
even
did
good
all
at
of us
this.
go? When we left, was Castian at his shop? So
So he's been
This-
back
this-
since we left.
yeah, like the implication here being that somebody has locked it since we all walked out of that door. Okay, just wanted to be on the same page. I was
Yeah.
like, was the door locked when we left?
No,
Okay, that's fine.
but it is locked.
Yeah,
it is
it's locked
closed
now.
and
That's
locked
fine.
now.
I'm gonna try to pick the lock, 'cause I don't have a lock pick kit.
You're just gonna punch the door open. You could break it open real fast.
I have badger claws. I mean, I'm gonna try with
You're
the
gonna
badger
Wolverine
claws
it?
first. Yep. I'm gonna pick its nose with my Wolverine claw.
Okay, so you will
I've
have
seen
disadvantage
people do this.
doing so because you are not using the proper tools for the job.
Absolutely, I am not using the proper tools for this
That
job.
would be like a mangled.
Well, one is a nat 20 and one is a 16. What is the
Use your dex.
dex?
You do not have a proficiency bonus on top of that.
Doesn't matter. My dex is real high, so it's a 21.
Man, I was really wanting you to just punch through the door and
If it
then
hadn't
reach over and
worked.
unlock it.
If it hadn't worked, I would have.
All right, so you
Pick the
manage
lock with
to
your
like
claws.
badger claw it open. You
It's perfect.
are not you are
That's
not
so
expecting
messed up.
it to work, but
Some
it does, and you're able to unlock it.
Ooh, that's not so hard. Why does everybody make that out to be like it's really hard?
Do remember that this is Castian's shop.
you're not there.
I'm gonna get attacked by all kinds of things walking in there. He's not Ren. That's okay. This is fine. Everything's fine. Yeah. So going into Castian's shop. Does
Boom.
anything blow up?
Hello?
The hats animate.
Oh no!
So none of the torches are lit. The blinds are drawn in the front window. There is no sound from his apartment upstairs.
Any signs of struggle?
No.
Castian? Castian? Hello? Shit.
Everything's fine.
About this point, our Danish crew arrives at the front door, and front door is locked.
I
Oh, I wouldn't have gone to the front door.
Would you not?
No, because of my dealings with the hat shops in front of the door.
It's just
okay.
standing open.
Yeah, I was gonna say
After having been
it's
picked.
even worse. The back door's just hanging
Just a
open.
claw mark over the lock.
Okay. All of us draw our weapons.
Oh, about
So
to
you're
get
just standing
fireballs.
around the back, just standing around the back door. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna.
Well, I thought Steven was doing something. Or
Well, I am prepping a spell for the
Okay.
moment anything moves.
Castian?
Edinburgh?
Castian.
He's not here.
When you hear her respond.
Where are you responding from?
Inside the building, of course, Stephen.
Yeah, it's
But like
building.
within eye shot from the back door.
I probably would have gone a little bit deeper in.
Okay, then you're probably fine because that'll give me a moment to process your voice.
That's good.
Should we go in then? If they're in there, then.
Go in. Go in.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and draw my swords and step
Easy
in.
for you to say?
Have you guys seen him? I'll come around from the corner.
Ugh.
No,
Did you just like claw that door open?
Yeah.
oh, that was you.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I don't have a lot
Yes,
of
that's good.
kit, so I just she
Huh.
Batman,
I'm an owl badger. Owl badger girl.
Okay, well, unfortunately, Castian or no, we're kind of on a time crunch.
I mean, he was pretty sketchy. Not that I know him very well.
That was actually why I was here. I copied down a bunch of stuff to see if I could figure out if some of this was like, I'd open my journal and show it, like if any of this was kind of code for something. I'm pretty sure some of it is, but I can't decipher.
Where's his workshop in the main area, or is it like where he makes hats?
So the front of the hat is the shop. There's the back area where you guys are is sort of his workshop where he makes the hats. Then there's a stairwell that goes upstairs to his little, his living space, his apartment. There's also the hidden
As I say,
stairwell,
the secret back room.
the secret back room that no
I don't think he showed it.
that he hasn't
Yeah.
shown
I-
anybody.
No. Not going in there.
But as players, you guys know about it. As characters, obviously, you don't.
Well, some of us probably
Well, some
can
of you
assume
do.
that it's there.
Yeah, some of you assume it's there, but yeah.
Okay, so that aside, I mean, Castian is obviously important, but that aside, we're on a time crunch for this other
Yeah.
transaction.
But wait, is he
Cue the two
missing?
of us being gone.
Kind of looks like it.
Yeah, and I would definitely like to circle back to that, but yeah, you are right. There's like a relatively kid-shaped
Yeah.
person
Like
that's
my
Who's
hat.
napped?
who has been nabbed and
just-
needs to be
Just take a
unkidnapped.
hat off of the rack and put it on your head.
That's
It
called
doesn't
stealing.
work.
And then the hat pops back to the rack.
I am not even paying attention. It was literally like,
Anti-theft
I don't
device.
have another Danish.
Anti-theft device, exactly. And about this time, our two troublemakers approach the front of the shop.
I'm going around to the back. I at this point, I don't see any reason to use the front of his shop.
Okay.
Fair.
All right, so you guys go around to the back, and the door is standing open and has been clawed open.
Can we hear
And
them?
you hear voices from the rest of the crowd. Rest of the crew.
Okay, then we'll just go in.
would you be so there? The kidnapped girl that we talked about before, we suspect is involved in some way with the dragon cult. So that's why we need an in with them so that we can find her before the ransom is due tonight.
And you're thinking the girls that were
The ones
worshipping
that had
and
zero
throwing
self-respect.
themselves at my feet,
Those ones.
that just loved and adored me, are part of that cult?
I suspect so.
Yeah.
I don't have any confirmation yet.
I'm gonna
But it is
close the
cult-like
door.
behavior.
That's a good idea.
Good idea.
Okay.
Thank you.
So there's
Yep.
so the door closes behind you guys, and you turn
I
around
bite.
and look.
What do I hit?
I had it ready
What is
already.
it?
I need you to make a save.
I bite. I was I was like, you bite what?
He bites. The first thing he sees.
I bite.
Let's see.
What level is
Wisdom
I bite?
saving throw 6th.
What type of magic is this?
It's only the first person who walked through the door.
I know.
Oh, you're
Counterspelling it.
What
Wisdom save.
Nope.
what type of magic is it?
Oh, it is necromancy.
Sorry, I tried counterspelling it. It
That's
didn't
fine.
work.
A wisdom saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a 14.
That fails. You instantly fall asleep.
I can't be put to sleep magically.
Oh, good.
So you So you do that, and it's not. Killian's like, oh, and you see him reach up for the sword on his back, and then when he hears your voice, he's like, "What was that for?"
Well, somebody broke into into Castian's
No.
shop. This is a sketchy place, and
Did you forget that only one of us can open that door?
I did, in fact.
Okay, so let me remind you.
Death mask.
Only one of the people. Oh, hey guys! Only one of the people in this room can open that door.
I was outside when that happened.
No, Simi opened the door.
Yeah, but he should have known that the only people who could have opened the door.
But
I was outside talking. Well, this player Stephen.
I know.
I was outside.
she clawed the door open.
Why did you claw the door?
Because it was locked.
Anyway,
Because Castian's not here.
tensions are a little high.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think he got
Castian's
arrested.
MIA.
There's not a sign of the struggle.
No, it just feels like something that would happen.
Hello,
Based off of
everyone.
the limited
I'm
amount
still
of knowledge
here.
I have.
Hi.
Hi, friend.
Hi.
So we just discussed
Okay.
trying to get in with the dragon cult. Castian is a problem, but it's not one that we can handle.
I mean,
right
also he could just be somewhere in the city.
We
now.
haven't
Leaving
checked
his
his
shop
room
with
yet.
the 2 people outside.
What if he died in his
That seems like
I'd like to climb out of the baby Bjorn and go to head of
Is
the
the
go
baby
check his
Bjorn
room.
designed to allow her to
Hold
climb
on.
out?
Emergency
Are you like
eject.
actively trying to get out of it? Okay, alright. Put her down.
I try to go up
Face!
to his room
Yeah.
and dragging the back of Danishes with me.
Well,
So-
hang on. We can search for Castian later. I don't think it's a huge deal right now that he presumably left when everyone else had already gone and locked up after himself.
But what if he's in a coma upstairs?
Then it's
That-
fine.
Then we'll deal with that later.
Still breathing, technically.
That is the medical
This is
issue.
not,
that
this is
none
not
of
the
us
first
have the
time that
capacity
Castian has just
for.
wandered off on his own before. I am sure he's okay.
That is true. The okay part's
Now,
questionable,
the
but
girl who was kidnapped, on the other hand,
It's
yes.
far more prevalent.
Oh, did you find her?
Working
Yeah,
on
what's
it.
going on with that?
You're
We
not that
we
good.
checked the. Ooh. Ooh.
we did not find anyone with a dragon tattoo, and we searched the docks for her, and she was not at the docks.
You went down by the docks?
Hmm?
Anything on that ship, the Demetris?
I didn't see it.
Oh, yeah. They
What?
pulled a lot of bodies off that ship. A lot.
Were they,
They're all,
husks?
like withered and.
I saw one last night in the streets.
Okay, again, I don't know that that's directly related. We will need to inform everybody what's going on there,
Watch
but
out for
I
blue
don't think
people.
that's a right now.
It sounds
Wait,
like
what?
it's the
Blue
thing
people.
that yeah.
Apparently they're...
Dum die.
I
Are
can
you being
explain.
hunted by people?
Yes.
Okay, I will go back and push the bookcase that's hiding the door, and I'm gonna go in. Of my mansion, it's probably it lasts for 24 hours, so it's
Okay.
still up, and I'm just going in there.
Okay.
Bye.
We've got stuff to.
It's safer in here.
They're not gonna
You're
hurt
not
you
wrong.
here.
To be fair,
You don't know
we're sort of
that.
dragging him in
Absolutely
on
do know.
something that he didn't ask for.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm dragging you guys into something you didn't ask for.
Okay.
I didn't.
Dragon cult.
Sure.
So,
What's the plot? You've
So
explained
you-
it.
You want me to find them for you? So
We want to use you so that presumably when people in the cult see you, they'll be all, oh wow, you're so great. And that'll tell us that they're in the group.
Bait.
Okay.
We only need one of them.
What are
Okay.
you gonna do? Parade through town and say free hugs?
pretty
I
much.
could.
That is an option. Alternatively, we could, just pretend to worship him ourselves and attract other people. Cults tend to follow like a. You don't have to. I can.
Yeah, we can figure out a plan to draw somebody out or draw them out. I think if I'm walking around and having maybe people that look like servants behind me, that might make it look like you're worshippers of some sort.
Yeah. Sure. Let's. You know what? We're burning daylight. Let's do that.
Yeah, we just don't have a huge amount of time.
There are actively people hunting you?
Yeah.
That might
yeah.
change how we want to approach this.
But does it? 'Cause
However,
don't we want to catch them?
Are
And
the
them?
blue people the dragon cult people?
no,
The same?
I don't know.
I'm
The
I'm
blue people think
confident. Yeah, no, they're different.
Because
Okay.
I mean, still bad, still same, but different, but still same.
if we're parading you around trying to get the attention
No, they wouldn't be so bold to
What
attack
if
me
we
like
cast a
in the.
disguise?
On who?
so that he looks like a dragon but not
The
this
short
dragonborn?
dragonborn.
Wait, why would you?
Sure.
Make you look shorter than you are now, so they don't.
Because you would
notice?
still be a dragonborn so that the dragon people would be interested
Can
but not the blue
They
people.
no, they know who I am. You can't hide that from them. You can't disguise that.
Oh, the weird
With
psychic
illusion
thing.
magic?
So they are tracking you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
In
Well-
which case, it's not going to matter if we stay
It
in
doesn't
here.
matter.
Or
What
we
if you
go out
make
there.
one of us look like a dragonborn?
I mean, you would just would be slightly
No,
shorter. I
if-
can't make you.
If we're in the middle of the city, they're not going to attack. They're not going to do anything.
Well,
So-
and with a lot of us, I imagine that would be a poor choice.
But-
And it's not just me that is at risk. We don't have time for this right now. Well, we don't. Let's go do this dragon cult thing. Then we can get into details of what is going on with me and the people that are after me. Right now, it's not going to matter because they aren't going to try anything right now. I know that. So, I think we
Okay.
should just move forward with this dragon cult thing, and then we can. I'll give you all the details you want.
Two
Okay.
other minor things. We have a magic mask that while you wear it 3 times a day, you can, when you hide, you can make yourself completely invisible for a round. It was for a round, right? For 6 seconds. And if you attack somebody while you're invisible, it will deal extra damage to them. Anybody want it? This is one of the things we stole, so
I already have a mask.
And so do I.
I'll take it.
fair warning, this is one of the items we stole from the
Appellion order. Yeah.
You weren't here for that conversation. Okay, we'll have to discuss that later. Secondly, I have a magic sword that hurts people and heals you at the same time.
You should
It's a long sword.
be aware that both of these things might be actively sought after. And
Well,
might
you
be-
have to attune to them anyway, so we can't just
Yeah.
I will
yeah.
give them to you at the next time we take. Do you want you want a long sword then?
How big is it?
I mean, for you, it'd probably be like a great sword.
Great sword, yeah.
But most magic items slowly
Yeah,
just
they
go
size when
to
you-
your size.
They'll shrink too.
Mhm.
I mean, I won't say no.
Currently larger than you.
It is one. You also weren't here for that.
She puts it on.
It is an item that the authorities are currently probably trying to take the town apart to find.
Well, they can
Wanna be
try.
They will be tracking it.
Wanted with me.
Yeah. We can have a musical band.
Okay, I'm gonna have to
Yeah, we'll have to
disguise myself.
we'll have to explain that to them before we. Why do you have to? Why?
There is Danish
Because
eating.
If they're being
I'm not handing them out right now.
Okay, just yeah.
Well, and
Just
we'll
for
explain.
future
I forgot that
reference.
that we'll explain in more detail, and then I
Yeah, yeah,
suspect
yeah,
that they may no longer think it's such a great idea.
Fair
but
enough. Okay. Cool. So later on, this
Yeah.
is a thing
I
for
just need
later
to know
on.
what we're
Danish
doing.
assassins.
Okay.
Muffin murderers. No.
No.
Oh no, we're going to food heist prison.
Well,
All right.
In that case, lead the way. dragon
Well,
lord.
who wants to be my fanatics?
I would love to.
I think we're
Probably
all your fanatics now.
I am really.
Lead the way, oh gracious one.
The girl's
Okay.
life is at stake.
Fine.
All right. I'm gonna like.
That was
So-
too good.
I will walk out, and I guess discuss with you guys first. But walk out and go to the most populated area first.
I'm going to pick up some of Castian's like hat boxes on the way out, and I'm just gonna sort of like follow behind you as though I'm carrying things for you.
I'm
gonna
not
use it-
good at looking enamored.
It's
I
fine.
can pass it to you.
Okay. I need exercise.
He's getting his steps in.
Yeah. Hold on.
I'm gonna use my disguise kit to just look slightly different. And then follow you around. Oh, my Lord Dragon!
Add tears, like makeup tears.
Tears? Makeup
Tear
tears?
streaks.
Okay.
Tear streaks, yeah. Oh, gotta cry in my presence.
This is humiliating. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. Girl's life is at stake.
I feel like you're making this a lot worse than it had to be.
I don't
But
like to be adoring.
we don't have to. We can just follow
No,
around
we're
and make it
gonna
look like he's
commit.
leading us.
I have to draw out the
She's
other
a bard.
weirdos.
She goes all the way.
Huh.
All right.
I'm gonna be keeping an eye out for people with dragon tattoos and blue people now.
Okay.
Before he leaves, I touch him. And
Ooh.
I give him freedom of movement
Ah,
for an hour.
Freedom.
Okay.
Okay.
that's a great spell.
It's bad. When you touch me, it's just like
Actually,
sticky. It's like honey.
residue.
I'm gonna carry around a bunch of grapes. And just. Here you go, my lord. Anything else?
Not right now, thank you.
and then I run. I'm like, wow, I didn't think that was gonna bother me as much as it does.
I'm gonna stick my head in the magic mansion. Lucas, we're leaving. Are you coming?
Yeah, give me a second. I wipe away some chalk off the floor.
Just imagine I'm like loading up on magic items.
Yes. You see, I have the sword.
The sword hilt.
The sword hilt.
It's like
Now, these are also things
Yeah.
that you stole, right?
it's like the
Well,
Matrix.
stole is such a loose term.
So, yes.
I'm also going to do a loose disguise really quickly.
Oh,
Oh, that makes a lot more sense for you, actually.
what are we doing with him?
We're following him around
Worship
like he's
me.
our lord.
Worship
We're
me.
members of the cult now.
And you want to hide?
No.
No, he decided he does not want to hide.
Oh, okay.
Also on the way out, I'm gonna grab one
I
of those.
put away several
the flyers
components.
that we picked up, and I'm just gonna have it like sticking out of my back pocket.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, good call.
There's an update. Now,
Follow, but I'm like watching everyone.
Yeah, I'm also watching while,
Okay.
you know, putting on my performance.
I need a performance check from you.
I thought you
if I find out her last name, I might be able to find her.
23.
Okay. It's quite believable and also quite cringe, which is what you're going for.
Yep.
So there you
Because
go.
they were cringe.
They were.
Interesting.
I'm a quick study.
You can share it with whoever you want. Lucas has shared it with me. I have shared it with you.
Someone besmirched my honor in not finding someone, and now I've learned more information.
Besmirched your honor. I just enjoyed that.
Oh.
Which means that I start with none.
Nix.
You're putting me in the negatives. Every amount you
Yeah, in
keep
the
chipping
red.
away. I'm
He
in
has
the
an honor
red.
deficit now.
It's
He's gonna
not
have to
going
go borrow
great.
some.
Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow.
I don't have a cow. That's how much dishonor I have.
It's a horse.
Alright, I guess we keep walking through the city.
All right.
I am going to be eagle eye watching for anybody.
As I say, anybody taking any particular interest in us, Keith?
Oh well. Let's see.
Great, my lord.
I guess I'll
Um,
strum.
What are we doing?
I mean, you are definitely catching eyes as you walk through town.
I'm strumming.
Um,
Bing, Bing.
It's sort of the same mix as before. There's people who are just shying away from the Dragonborn because Dragonborn, because they don't want to mess with whatever stories have been told about Dragonborn and how ruthless and strong and whatever they are, and they're just whatever. There is a minority of generally upper middle class to lower nobility women who are staring at the Dragonborn with obvious interest and who are glaring daggers at you and you and you for being with him.
I'm gonna do one of those. Join us.
And
Is this what we've devolved into?
and most of their husbands are like, as soon as they see their wives looking at him, they like grab arms and turn them the other direction.
Keith, I am looking for on the younger side of those upper middle class women who specifically do not have husbands or boyfriends with them.
You're not seeing any of those.
Okay, as soon as I do, just let me know.
Okay.
You gotta get yourself
Any particular place you guys are parading off to?
I don't. I mean, I guess in the direction where we initially saw them, where they ambushed me last.
Down by the tavern.
Okay. So heading towards the prince and the scribe.
I'm gonna have the locate thing going for
Okay.
Miss Smooth Hands.
Okay. It's really weird as you're crossing the river. While you're on the bridges, it's like just static. But then as soon as you set foot on dry land on the other side, it's like it starts to open up in front of
A
you.
whole new world has been opened to me.
So you guys make your way sort of down the other side of on the other side of the city. There is that sort of weird oppressive feeling emanating from the castle on the hill.
I'm just gonna assume it's always been that way.
I mean,
That would explain a lot about
yeah,
Milo.
a little bit.
It
Maybe.
used to glow slightly, but now it's sort of got a dark, ominous sort of vibe.
And you do see on this side you do start to see some of those younger women who are paying more attention to him, but there also seems to be a bit of an undercurrent of it's not resentment, but it's like there's some, it's like he's tainted in some way. It's like they look at him and their first instinct is to, approach him and
Jump him!
and then, almost invariably one person in each of the groups will sort of lean up to the person who wants to approach him and whisper in her ear, and she'll be like, and the whole group will turn away from him.
I'm gonna break away from our gaggle and try to get into some of those spaces and see if I can hear what's being said. Act like I'm a townsperson, just kind of witnessing all of this simultaneously.
Okay. I'm going to need a performance check from you for that.
Yeah, that's gonna go super well.
I think that cockiness
With
is
my
super
negative charisma.
I meanwhile am approaching these groups and I'm trying to get there before they turn around.
Oh balls.
Right.
Are there any inspirations on the table or anything?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so at this point. Let me
Crap.
check and see. There is a DM disadvantage and Chipper fired Nate's dice.
It's gonna be that way for a while.
It's going to be that way for a while. So, yeah.
So that's a 5, which is very, very on brand for C.
Yeah, it is very on brand for Simi. So you and
Hey,
yeah, you're
kids.
not fooling anybody. But you and Killian are both sort of approaching some of the groups. one of them, real alpha girl, sort of turns around, puts her hands on her hips. What do you want?
My glorious lord wishes, and I'm going to pull out one of the pamphlets. He wishes to find whoever has been distributing these works of art. You wouldn't happen to know where they're coming from.
Your glorious lord turned down a couple of my friends last night, so I don't really think he's... I don't know what this is, but this is not what you're trying to pretend it is.
He might be open now.
Insight check. This is not with you guys. I specifically am going away from the group
That's
to...
Inside, yeah, go ahead.
That's going to be a lot. I think that's going to be a 25.
Boy.
Oh, no, that's only a 21.
I mean, she...
Do they seem... Are they just upset? Is it that they're not really actually enamored with the whole dragon cult idea, or are they genuinely just offended that he turned people down the other day?
They are just genuinely offended that he turned people down the other day.
Knew we should have done it.
And you're off on your own, not by
Yeah.
where I am. Okay.
Unfortunately, my lord was on very important business yesterday and was unable to acquiesce to the request. However, if such young women could be found now, I believe he would be much more amenable to their advances. But in a city so large, we had little hope of finding them.
I don't buy it, but whatever. What are you asking?
Either where these young women are, or where their homes would be, where we could find them to make amends for last night.
Burn down their houses.
This time of day, they're probably in class.
Oh gosh.
They're out of primary school. Don't be a creeper.
Where are they in class at?
They're taking beginner magic courses, like that way.
Costas?
Wait, in Costas?
You're not here.
Lots changed in a year.
I was unfamiliar. There was a location teaching such things in Costas. Do you know?
It's new.
Do you know where exactly we could find it?
Yeah, it's one of the nobles' houses up that direction.
Well,
Bullshit.
you have my thanks. Thank you very much. And I will go back.
Reminder of something that you know that I have.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Galvin Manor.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the street, you see Simi like trying desperately to blend in with the crowds of girls.
And you've seen the overhead pictures of like schools of fish with the
I was
sharks.
just thinking that.
That's exactly what it is.
I'm gonna sort of walk past her and be like, Simeon, all the time I have known you, you have never been able to pull off the young schoolgirl look. I suggest you just give up now. Come on, I think I know where we can find them.
Okay. just like slumps forward.
That's not a bad thing. I think you're much better for it, but I don't think you're ever going to be able to blend in with these people. Apparently they're all offended because he turned people down yesterday. That's what bothers them.
She just kind of like immediately dismisses.
Yeah,
them.
they're not upset that they're upset that he said no.
Well, thank God I don't have to try to do that anymore. My lord, that was annoying.
I'm gonna come up and say, I have discovered where we could find the young maidens from last night. Apparently they're at the Galvin. They are at the Galvin Manor, and I'm gonna sort of direct us the right direction. So
I haven't heard of the Galvin Manor.
No.
if we head up that way, we should be able to find them in class, apparently.
Class.
See me. Make me a history check real quick.
And I guess we will start heading that way.
Well, that's not terrible.
Oh, and apparently all of these ladies are very offended that you turned down those two last
You have
night.
heard of Cassius Galvin.
Okay.
He is a new
Change how you look a little bit.
sort of
Hostile territory.
He's a
I
new-ish
could make it look red.
merchant who has set up shop in Costas
Cool.
fairly recently.
Rainbow. Mm.
Fairly well off.
A rainbow.
A rainbow
Dragon.
spider.
You'd probably call him upper middle class to low end of wealthy.
Okay.
You're not really sure what his trade is,
I was about to ask. Never
but
mind.
you're not really sure what it is. But whatever it is, he's done well with it.
Do I know where he came
Gotta
from?
get up there and find out it's Seonis.
Just that he's reasonably recent.
Yep.
Where did he get
That would
money?
not be.
Okay. So I'll pass that information along.
Cassius Galvin?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, if he's new in town, sounds like his business is magic. Yeah, I was to say, also, Killian has yet to share with any of you that it's a magic class that they're attending.
But you
Oh.
just said it, right? Yeah, no, I just stopped dead.
Yep, keep going.
But isn't it banned?
We're gonna find out.
Okie dokie then. So heading towards Galvin.
Place.
Are we
Yep.
still like pretending like he's?
I am.
Yes.
I don't know if anybody else is.
Yeah, well, we
Yeah.
should, because we're gonna try and convince the ladies that he was here to make amends for his actions previously and show us where other people might be gathering about this.
Sorry.
Yes.
Guys,
Is your radar still running?
Yes.
Okay.
I've been blinded. I see.
So, as you approach, as you get closer, you get within about 1,000 feet of Galvin's Manor. Bing!
Oh, I found D.
Oh, good.
Is she in the manor?
Yes.
Lovely.
Under it.
The 2 wires I'm using for like a divining thing are just vibrating.
If everyone's okay with it, I will try and go ahead as sort of your, to introduce you and as the bodyguard and suss out whether we're walking into a trap or not.
That is perfectly fine with me.
Do you want my help?
Really
Or do you
bad.
wanna
No,
do this
I
one?
think I'm okay.
Should I like hide and like?
No, I think there's a couple things that could be going on here, and I just figure of all of us, I'm the. I think I have a pretty good chance of making. If a trap is waiting for us and I'm the one who springs it, I think I'll be fine as long as I have all you out here to back me up.
He's wearing a tank.
Should I back you up from being out of sight, given how bad I have been at all of this all day?
No, I
long?
think I'll be fine.
Okay.
Just don't like talk too much.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Do you say like I'm gonna be your bodyguard or something like that?
Hmm?
Do you say like I'm gonna be your bodyguard? I'm gonna go ahead. Or...
Wait,
Feels
like
like
he
it's my bad.
just said to all of you, like I'm gonna go up ahead and sort of introduce you and suss it out. And...
Not doing good
She's
as
like a
loyal
little bit
fangirls.
offended because she usually introduces.
Wow.
I mean,
Do with
I
it.
I feel like the only explanation for why I'm enamored with him is that I'm here as his bodyguard. Like I don't feel like I'm doing a very good job pulling off the whole like any other reason why.
Typical
Don't
Nick's-
question it.
Typical Nick's getting upset over like a fictional
Right.
situation.
Like I'm the.
Hey, Rain. Nix needs a snack.
I have the baby.
Is she? Is
She's
she-
not she's not
is it-
herself when she's hungry.
Yeah. Is it clear that she's getting like? Oh yeah.
Getting agitated.
Good question.
Bacon. It's a slice of bacon.
No, it's actually probably more of breakfast.
I know Danish.
They bought so many.
Chocolate covered bacon.
I'll take it.
She's not happy about it. She starts to eat it and she'll just be like, oh, I'm gonna get down.
DM, as we approach this manor,
Yes.
Where?
is she in-house or like basement?
It's just-
Attic?
Is she in the
Down?
secret dungeon under the house? Is she?
No, she appears to be in the manor.
Okay.
Where?
Well, I can't like, I don't know.
You know her location. You
Right,
know her position.
I don't know.
Like
Like top
floor, third floor.
first floor.
I mean, you could probably.
ground
I know at
level,
least like what
above,
floor she would
underneath.
probably be on.
Looks like she's probably on one of the second On the second floor.
Okay.
East side, west side, north side, south side.
Oh, thank you.
Look. So it's not in like she's not in the like front of the house. So
Okay.
it's hard to see from the street. But
So second floor, but somewhere
second floor,
further
but
in on the
somewhat
second
further
one.
back.
Yeah, that way.
I was gonna say, I assume from what he says, I have a general idea of like, if I was gonna go just look specifically for her at this part of the house.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will sort of go run to get a little ahead of them and go
Okay.
up, and I assume that there are people at the door.
There are
armed.
armed
Security.
There are security members, personal guards at the door. They have a very fine sort of livery that they're wearing. Not too ostentatious, but definitely enough to draw eyes and set them out as these are the armed guards.
Do they seem competent?
They seem very competent.
Okay.
You also kind of assume that given the setup, there's probably guards you don't
Oh
see.
yeah. So definitely not just for show.
Right. So the ones that are there, they're obvious, but they're not for show. And then there's ones that
Right.
are like not meant to be seen. So
I will walk up.
they will watch you as you approach. They don't.
If they don't stop me, I'm just gonna try and walk right in.
Can we help you, sir?
I am here seeking several young ladies that apparently there was an altercation with my associate back there, and we are coming to make amends with them. I was told that they would be here currently taking classes in magic.
So they're going to kind of, the one that you're speaking to is going to look over your shoulder and see Kazik. And it's subtle, but he does sort of a cocked eyebrow thing. Wait here one moment. And he steps into their little guard house, and you hear him speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear sort of a muffled reply that you're...
At this point, I have I have detect magic up, Keith.
So there is definitely a set of sending stones,
Okay.
one end of a set of
Yep.
sending stones there for him. The gate itself is magical, and there is a magical shield over the manor.
Okay.
Some serious magic.
How did this
All right.
get here? You bullshit.
If you'll wait here for just one moment, someone will escort you and your party up to the manor.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And then he settles down to wait. And he will wait long enough for the rest of you to approach.
They're sending someone to take us in.
I take a handful of grapes. And thank you.
At
Princess.
which point, at which point,
Sorry.
it's okay. I can stay here as long as I need to. Once you are all sort of gathered up, you can look through the gate and you can see that there's an escort coming down the front path from the house. It is sort of a middle-aged woman, actually, dressed in not quite a uniform, but doesn't miss it by much. If you saw her in any other context, it would just be a very fine dress, and you would almost, if you didn't see her in the context of obviously doing like a servant's job, you could mistake her for upper middle class.
I will drop the locate creature.
Okay.
I'm going to cast detect good and evil.
Okay.
Does anything ping within 30 feet?
Remind me what that...
For the duration, you know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, you know if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
What he said.
I was just pulling my spells up, and I was like, oh, I have that spell.
Sweet.
Convenient.
I have to look something up.
That's
Pardon me.
Dangerous.
Yeah, that's very dangerous when the DM has to take a moment to look up something.
So we're all on board that the rich dude who just moved into town who's teaching people magic is just a dragon shapeshifted, right?
Yeah,
Gotta be.
that's what my thought process is.
Nope.
Get to introduce Kazik to him, and he'll just be like,
I
my
have
child.
no clue.
I don't have a clue either.
My son.
My son, get away from me, you
You've
weird
come
old
back
man.
to us.
I never left. I don't know who you are.
Oh, that's the wrong chapter. Why am I in this chapter? I don't want to be in this
Chapter.
I told you didn't realize it, but we're running Horde of the Dragon Queen.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
Keith's revenge.
if it makes a difference, dragons are not elementals, so it would not ping.
Actually,
Gross.
Yeah, so there is nothing pinging for you.
That
Yeah.
fills me with comfort.
That no one within 30 feet of you is an aberration, a celestial, a fiend, a fae.
Yes.
I mean, no fae is always a good thing, right?
Yeah.
So as your guide reaches the gate, it magically swings open,
Jeez.
and the guards will step aside and gesture you in.
Empty head boxes.
And she is going to look directly at you, Kazik, my lord, if you will follow me.
My lord.
Of course.
And your retinue is, of course, welcome to join you.
Let's go.
I've been called a retinue before.
I'm just like.
And she'll turn and lead you back up to the house.
Here, more bacon.
My lord, I am and she's sort of standing right on your right side, and she'll look up. I am curious, as is my lord, as is my employer. What brings you to our humble abode this day?
Yesterday, I had 2 young ladies approach me, and they threw me off guard, and I was not too kind to them. I'm here to make amends.
Yes, the young ones are always so very brash around your kind. My apologies. We shall endeavor to instill in them proper decorum in the future.
Please, it's okay. It's okay. I would just like to make sure that I apologize and everything is okay between all of us.
Very well. I don't suppose you happen to get their names.
I did not. I only know know them by their faces.
That will make it somewhat more difficult, but I suppose...
I'm trot them out, please.
We
I'm
can-
sure they will recognize me if asked.
Oh, I'm quite certain, my lord, you are very striking. And she just kind of puts her hand to her face and and continues on her way.
This is like.
Keith, as we're moving through the building, Killian is going to try and lag behind just enough so that she gets around a corner. Because it's just her escorting us, right? And as soon as she is, he's going to activate his active camo and try and hide so that he can prowl around the rest of the manor.
Okay. All right.
Did you hear that hum? Who's humming?
So she goes around the corner, and you go to activate your active camo, and it doesn't work.
Oh no.
I still have detect magic up.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of magic is that field around the building?
It's not.
Okay. Cool.
Is
Oh.
my can I tell if my whatever spells up the
Oh, and my detect
Yeah, then
evil
your
and good.
good and evil would be gone too.
Is it gone?
Magically opening doors for just like
I forgot what I put on him. Not pass without trace. It was
Oh, freedom of movement.
Freedom
yeah.
of movement.
Any magical effect is no longer active.
That's not good.
well, I don't like it.
We're fine.
So she leads you down a hallway to what is essentially a library, and ushers you in. If you'll wait here, my lord, my employer will be in momentarily.
Great.
In the meantime, I will ask around with our pupils and see if any might recall encountering you yesterday.
Great. Thank you.
And she'll close the door behind her.
As soon as she's out, Killian is quietly, so like, yeah, even if anybody's listening in, it's just a moment, he's gonna be like, so magic doesn't work in this place. There's currently an anti-magic field up.
I'm gonna go to my ritual ring, and one of the abilities it can do is just create like a small candlelight flame. I'm gonna try that. Oh no, I'm useless here.
If I can find whatever the point of emanation is for the field, I might be able to disable it.
Take
What
it.
about
How about we just enjoy the patronage of our host?
Well, that'd be fine, except for the fact that D is in the building.
I know. I can't find her. She was on the second
You knew
floor.
where she was.
I assume we're not on the second floor.
No, you're
No, we're on the
you're on the
first
ground floor.
Just
I have a
making sure.
ring of telekinesis. Am I able to? Okay.
what about religious?
Shit! Nobody eat anything.
Try a religious cantrip.
What?
You haven't tried anything yet.
What?
Yeah.
What?
So, well, I have
Poisoned?
guidance, which is
Okay.
divination.
You can guide one of us real quick.
I'm gonna. I tried.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Poker.
Sorry.
Keith, can
No,
I?
It does. Guidance is a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I extrapolate from how big I saw the field? Can I try and extrapolate the approximate epicenter of said field?
Yeah, you can try.
Pull out that trigonometry.
You can
This is why we play a high intelligence person.
Roll me a maths check.
You can. Yeah, make me an Arcana check. Let's do that. Let's do it that way.
I created my guidance.
26.
26. Okay.
And like usual, you get nothing.
Given the layout that you've seen so far, you haven't seen it, but you assume there's probably a center courtyard. You're in the front, sort of front facade of the building, and you imagine there's wings that run down the sides and probably a courtyard in between them. And you would almost bet your money, every gold piece you have, that in that courtyard somewhere is what you're.
Okay. So when he comes in, I'm sure he'll want to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
How long do we want to keep this charade up, or do we want to?
I don't think we have a choice.
I mean, we'll just look. As someone who has dealt with very powerful creatures before, just be honest.
Do we just be honest that we're here for D?
And we could just say we want to speak to her, which is true.
Yeah, her parents are looking for her, so. And then also, well, you're here for that. We're also doing that as well. So.
Well, and I was gonna say, and then do we want to? Do we still want to pretend like he's the our lord, or at this point, do we want to just abandon that whole
What
thing?
do you think?
I mean, to be
Peasant?
fair, we haven't mentioned him being our lord. The only
no,
one-
that's
She's-
Oh, I've
the
said
only
it
one.
multiple
It's-
times.
well, not to anyone here, right?
Oh, I've said it out loud.
Oh.
multiple
Yeah,
times.
that'll-
Well, you're weird.
There are
I
some
guess.
probability that they will talk to him about everything, and I just don't know how long we want to keep that charade on.
I don't know how long.
The
I could
only
keep that
upside
up.
is
I am not an actor.
Exactly. The only upside is unless unless I'm wrong about how it works, I suspect that they also don't have access to magic while we're here.
Well,
Sure about that.
It's a
I'm-
magic school.
Pretty sure about it.
Whether she's
Can I do-
Teaching magic lessons.
can I do an Arcana
Well,
check to see if I know anything about this kind of magic?
Something that you would know about.
Yeah, but
If I know
have
anything
no-
like
Sure.
how it would work. Do an
This is-
Arcana.
So if we have to get into a fight, at
Dirty
least I
20?
won't be using
Dirty
magic.
20. We'll come back to that.
Okay.
At
Anyway,
least most of them won't. I think. I don't know.
Well, I have one question. Would whoever, let's say whoever would have cast this, whatever, would they be able to use magic because they're the ones that are currently controlling, or whoever has control of that, would they be able to use magic? As in, like, they have like the passcode to be able.
You
to...
don't know of any way to exclude magic from a zone that leaves any opening for a single user to be able to continue
Okay,
to
that's
use
all I wanted to know.
Can I dispel magic?
we know we can't cast spells while we're in here. Yep,
Sticks and stones, love.
gonna have to fight with just your wits.
Or
Yeah, put down the spell book.
And
Nothing you're gonna find in there is gonna do anything. We're in the end
In that
game
case,
now.
does anyone care if I take the lead?
Oh, God,
Since
please do.
I didn't know if anyone else particularly wanted to.
Okay. Well,
If I talk, we all die.
I can assist.
Sure.
You mean take the lead with the head
Talk-
honcho?
talking to him and basically explaining that we're
Sure.
actually here for D.
Go for it.
So
We're
we're
in the
not keeping up the
library,
rules.
Or are we in the library? What,
I mean,
what do
at
I
some point,
see?
at some point, there.
It's a library.
Yeah, like we can make.
There's
the
books.
room out.
I mean, we've already
Like,
figured out.
Good book
We found what
collections
we're
or
looking
like
for, right? The
iffy?
plan worked. Now we're
Make me
trying
an
to-
investigation check.
At some point, they're gonna drag those two girls in here, and then we're gonna apologize. Like I just don't know how much further we can use that.
As a backup, if for some reason they don't like what we have to say, I can pretend like I didn't have anything to do and I genuinely was just like following this dragon lord, and maybe I can stay.
You can. We won't have any way to contact you if you're here. Hence the
As a last resort. But if everything goes to shit, I can just pretend like I didn't realize this was a ruse. I was following
Sure.
the beautiful dragon man.
Sure.
I would like to hide.
Here, give him one of these head
Roll me a
boxes.
stealth check.
Man's gonna step in. Nix is just gonna stab him.
Oh, well.
Wait, I have lucky.
You also have 2 inspirations.
Oh, I do.
You have the lucky feet?
I do have lucky.
Ooh.
I'm gonna put that.
You have the
one.
lucky feet, or you have halfling luck.
I have. It says lucky.
Well, you should,
Don't.
I mean, you
Lucky,
also
I
have
think, is the halfling
I'm
one.
gonna
Yeah,
use
but
it.
it's not.
Okay.
One of them just basically means you don't get
I have
ones.
a
Well, you
21.
can reroll one.
21? Okay.
Before I fully hide, I'm like, I'm gonna hide.
And then Nyx disappears.
Oh, good.
her butt sticking out of like this like drape or something.
No, I am naturally stealthy and
Because nobody ever looks down.
sneaky.
27.
27?
That's true. You're just out of everybody's eye line.
There are quite a number of very rare tomes.
Put your lips.
Not magic tomes,
Right.
just like very rare
We
books.
An original
Sticky
copy.
fingers.
There are original copies of books you've never seen original copies of. There
No.
are complete sets of series of books that people believe no full set exists.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, hold on. I may be
There
an
are-
idiot.
We could be against
There are
something very
book-
powerful here.
There are books in languages you don't recognize.
Okay.
Don't touch
Stop.
There
can
are
only get so
there are
erect.
histories from all eras. There are political treaties. There treatises. There's quite a good selection of like fiction books, and in one corner,
Uh-oh.
sort of a recent edition, it almost looks like it's a whole series of The Elwick pamphlets.
Oh.
No. Never
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Point that out to any of us.
Or are you just gonna steal stuff?
It's like,
I have some restraint.
I know. I'm just asking.
but are there any cookbooks?
Yes, actually.
Oh, good.
But you're not looking at books.
No. No, I'm playing a
I will.
sycophant.
I won't touch hands in pockets. Just admire everything.
So you do not mention any of it.
Everybody, roll me a perception check real quick. While he's answering.
Ooh, 19.
19,
Oh, great.
12.
12,
4.
4,
26.
26,
Jeez.
Under my chair, 21.
21.
Also 21.
Also a 21. Okay. You as well.
Oh,
He's a good daddy.
1.
You're looking at books.
Yeah.
So everyone except for Kazakh and Killian, you hear footsteps in the hallway, approaching the doors to the library.
I'm like,
Oh, Elwick pamphlets.
Adoringly at you. Holding the
I'm eating the grapes like one at a time. It's like.
Oh yeah, no, I
yeah.
take them off. I hand them to you.
And then the doors open, and a very tall, sort of very regal-looking elf walks in.
are they blue?
Oh.
He's a dragon.
No,
He's a dragon.
no, he is not blue. Long, sort of brown to auburn hair, striking green eyes. Welcome.
Is it just him?
It is just him.
And does he close the doors to the room?
He does close the door behind him.
So, being from the world where these guys came from,
Mm-hmm.
can I get like a juju off this guy? Like,
Is this actually a dragon?
yeah, like
I need a vibe check.
yeah,
Vibe
this is
check,
vibe, like because like you can kind of tell, right? They're not like
Dragons?
Depends-
Yeah, depends
It
on the
depends on the dragon.
Depends on the
Depends on the
dragon.
dragon.
Depends
Depends
on what
on
they
the-
are pretending they're not a dragon.
Usually dependent on ego.
yeah, but like, is there any way that
Drop
they
a
can,
gold piece on the ground, and
like,
if he has to scoop it
slightest-
off, then he's one.
slightest hint of something?
Do I smell
Faint
dragons?
smell- Faint smell of
Dragon
chalk.
Dar.
Brimstone.
For the briefest moment, his eyes look like slits.
Oh gosh.
You see, he doesn't blink, but
He has a forked tongue.
So since you are asking about it specifically, and you're looking for it, make me a perception check with advantage.
Oh.
Oh boy.
16.
16.
Wait, make sure.
Is it? I think perception?
No, sorry. No, not 16.
I think that's a 14.
14!
14.
However, I do
You
have
do have
this.
inspiration.
You do.
Oh, is it?
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Worst case scenario, you go back to a 14, right?
Yeah, worst case scenario, you go back to a 14.
Do I roll both or one?
You'll just roll one.
Alright. Okay.
He just gives you one free roll.
Did you just say sorry to your...
Yes.
did. 14.
14. Okay.
This is yours.
The dice have
Actually,
spoken.
you get to hold on to that. You just get to spend it now.
give it to someone.
You do one of these numbers, it's like you're looking at him.
Cousin.
Sort of the
Gives him the dragon eye.
The side the dragon side eye,
Flashes the Sword Coast Dragon Gang sign.
and he doesn't react to it, and you don't seem to catch anything.
No, he wouldn't.
I understand that you are here to speak to a couple of our pupils regarding an incident from yesterday.
Yes, I am. Also, we have another request.
So I'm going to speak in Elven to him. We are here on some other business, actually.
And he replies in Elven, and what business would that be?
We're here to collect D Smooth Hands.
Indeed. I assume her parents sent you.
I didn't know that was
That would be correct.
Well, she is free to go at any time, and she has been since she stepped
Yes, I
across
suspect
my
that she has
threshold.
stuck this long because her handmaiden Thea does not want to leave. However, by all accounts, it does not sound like her presence here was voluntary.
All who cross my threshold do so voluntarily.
So the ransom then.
What ransom?
Well, that answers that question.
Wait, do you speak Elven?
Yes, she's
Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
I just never do.
I was gonna say, if anybody else in the room does not speak Elven, this is just gobbledygook.
Oh, for heaven's sakes!
Pretend like I
It
don't.
would sound like there may be some other things going on in town. Her family is under the impression that she was kidnapped, and a ransom note has been issued to them.
Oh, that is
Set up for the family.
very troubling.
Yeah.
Yes, that is very troubling.
Do you and you? Yeah, I'll switch back to common for this. You and Nix, I think, should head back to their place. Now, apparently, the ransom is not being issued by our lovely gentleman friend here.
Okay. That being said, I think it might not be a bad idea to have someone pretending to pay it
Well,
regardless.
we'll let you
But that's-
let you guys get out in front of it. If we could speak to both of them, clear up whatever's going on.
Of course.
Would be wonderful.
One moment, and he's going to walk right over.
I
He's going to walk right over, and it's basically where you're hiding, and he's going to reach above you and pull a little pull cord and turn.
And the bookshelf flips and you're on the wrong side now.
Also,
It's the Indiana Jones.
you can come out, little one. I'm not going to bite.
We were a little concerned realizing that people who are supposed to be here for magic lessons are in the center of an anti-magic field.
Oh, hello, everybody.
Oh my goodness.
Oh goodness.
Hey,
Hi guys!
Oh, hello
Thank-
Raiders.
Thank you, guys.
My phone!
Trying
That was
to
I know, but I
preserve
couldn't
my
reach.
dignity, I scuttle out like a crab.
With
Just like
Is she always like that?
Yes.
I have
Yes.
not known her.
She is. Yes.
Ah.
Yes. Please. I saved her.
Bacon.
What?
As
Bacon. In your mouth.
well met, good sir.
Oh, my goodness.
I take it you're a recent transplant to the realm.
Yes.
That was a bad phrasing. Or a very good one.
I love those snakes. I can't chat. My phone's dead.
They're great snakes.
Yep, awesome. Thank you, guys. Double well met. The door opens. Your guide shows back up. Yes, I believe we need to speak with Lady Smooth Hands and her handmaiden, if you please. Right away, sir. And she closes the door and disappears.
So you're a transplant too?
One might say.
That would explain a lot.
Not to... how to explain this? My physical form was born here.
Right, you had a sabbatical somewhere else for a long time, probably.
Yes.
That sounds familiar.
What?
Explains why he knows magic.
The reverse.
No. So you see him sort of lean in, and you're close enough to see it. Everyone else, make a perception check real quick.
8!
No.
No, don't sniff me.
12.
On that 20.
Yes.
19.
Yes. No. No.
21.
Yes.
13.
No. You see it. Those of you that I said yes, he actually sniffs. Oh. You've been to Faerun then.
Uh-huh.
Is the gas that
How was
bad?
your time?
Sorry?
How was your time there?
Working for a specific floating eyeball. It was not
Oh,
ideal.
no, it would not have been. He's dreadful. How did you manage?
Well enough. With a slight proficiency with magic, I was able to actually learn quite a bit, which I could not have done here. So I do have to give credit to Faerun for its magic.
And why could you not have done so here?
At the time, magic was highly illegal.
That didn't stop some of us.
Isn't it still? Isn't it still
Apparently
illegal?
for those in the
It
the
depends.
kingdom.
Its legality depends upon which ruling authority you subscribe to.
I've been under one of those, so.
Stephanie.
Oh
Oh no! You've doomed yourself!
no! Why?
You're in his seat.
There's one
Doomed yourself!
Quickly!
No, the damage has been.
No, there's
Short of amputation, I don't think anything can save her.
It's at least a try. You
Use the
gotta
holy
try
water.
something.
You guys put. Well, no, I picked this.
Use the holy water, Stephanie!
It didn't work.
I rolled for something!
For those of our new viewers who may be wondering what just happened, Stephen is cursed.
So cursed.
So
So
cursed.
cursed.
The Will Wheaton effect. It actually probably.
No,
Actually,
it is the actual Will Wheaton
effect.
effect. He had dice blessed by Will Wheaton.
Who advised him not to.
Mhm.
Was there. Can confirm. But yeah, his dice are terrible and nobody ever touches them, including his wife.
Because we don't want to spend it.
Stephanie.
Except Stephanie just did, so
The one rule.
she's doomed.
Slowly crawling across the table. The curse is spreading. No.
You're walking
Quickly,
home.
roll your d20.
She can't be in the same car as your dice.
I use this hand though.
Okay.
This hand's okay.
Quick,
Hopefully.
turn this into a bomb.
You just have to roll left-handed.
You have to wear gloves from now on.
Sorry, I was not trying to derail. I just noticed.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's never. It didn't even go in.
She lived a good deed and shut up.
Oh no.
I've sat next to Stephen for so long, and even I knew not to go into, like, why?
Well, you always are just sort of like.
Yeah, because I don't want to touch his dice!
Okay. What were we doing? What were we saying? Who was-
we were
Yes,
discussing
this time was
Faerun.
fine. It was illegal. And given that most of our, I guess not yours, most of my people are nomadic, we ended up in a lot of places that would have probably ended poorly for us.
So if you're from Faerun, which all this happened recently, right?
Some of it.
Yeah. You seem extremely wealthy.
I'm just looking at the bookcases.
And you have quite a collection.
Oh yeah, he does.
Rare artifacts, as you can see here, he's drooling over everything.
Indeed.
From a distance.
How did you become so wealthy and in possession of all these artifacts, if you don't mind me asking?
I need everyone in the room to make a charisma saving throw.
Is this enchantment?
No.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how we had to roll to see if we were enamored with Kazakh?
Mm-hmm.
Do we need to do that for this guy?
Not
No.
yet.
Okay.
I have a 17.
I actually rolled a freaking 18 on a charisma.
So 17?
Well, I rolled a 19, so I
Okay.
got an 18.
Okay.
Charisma, what now?
Okay.
Saving throw.
Oh,
So you'll pass.
22!
You'll pass.
Saving throw.
It won't be enough.
No. Just
Just
Three.
no.
19.
Pass.
Okay.
9.
Fails.
17.
16.
Saves. Saves.
Oh.
Put around.
So for the two of you at the end that failed,
Not me.
It's really weird. But you start to see him in double. And one of his doubles, sort of almost ethereal, reforms and grows and grows and grows and fills the room with his draconic presence.
Do the rest of us know that we made a save?
No.
So just add like
Okay.
What's wrong with you?
What
Yeah,
color do I
right
see?
there.
oh yeah.
Gem.
What,
Oh.
what kind of gem?
Amethyst.
Prismatic jelly.
No. No. He just absorbs
That
them.
was a very good question to ask.
Give me a second, I want to make sure
Like
that...
he's a dragon. And Alex Wolf. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So like, get him to show it.
What's wrong with you?
I have no
Actually,
idea.
yeah.
The
Amethyst
heck
is
is
the
go-
one that works.
Are you having
so,
a stroke?
So, amethyst. And then after a few moments, the second side of him just fades out.
You two okay?
Can you say the ABCs?
Oh,
That
this is like Killian that one time, right?
explains a lot.
What's up?
What explains a lot?
Oh, are we
His-
like? Will you be really upset at me if I tell them what I just saw, or like he's a dragon. He's a
dragon.
freaking dragon. He is a dragon.
I'm sorry. What?
Explains a lot.
I mean, that
Really?
that tracks.
Pretty dragon. That was really cool.
Aren't dragons... That would be racist. Let's keep that one in.
So, do you produce the dragon pamphlets? Or presumably what someone in your employ?
No, that is quite an unfortunate bit of circumstances. I've, I won't lie, I've benefited from it. I've
Sure.
built up quite the horde, I suppose you'd say, of willing servants.
They call that the harem.
Well, some of my brethren probably would have taken advantage. I enjoy their company, and most of them are hard workers.
Do
But
you?
you're not taking advantage.
I'm paying them well, but no, they're not getting all that they would perhaps prefer from.
Just a question, just so I know, like, world building wise. Is this the first time I've heard that a dragon is sentient? Because as far as
Quite
like most
possibly.
dragons I might have heard are just like
Quite
Rar-
possibly.
This is also
evil
probably the first time
lizards.
you've heard of dragons taking
Human
human
form.
form.
Yeah.
Yep.
That changes some plans I had.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Wait, some plans? Did you plan on like capturing a dragon?
Huh.
And, like,
You don't
riding it?
happen to employ
Good one.
gentlemen with very distinctive hand tattoos.
Wait, I'm the dragonborn. What?
I know you're sentient.
I do, unfortunately. They are useful when I cannot intervene directly. Some young ladies are adamant about joining my employ,
And
and they need a way to get in touch with me, shall we say. I do not advertise my nature, naturally. And naturally, before you all leave here, we will have to address that. But
are you going to kill us?
nothing so crass.
Okay, just figured I'd, let the air in on that one. Just so that
that's a fair question to ask. Then we definitely need to have a talk with the ladies. However, how long till the ransom was supposed to be delivered from when we are now?
Is it still early in the day?
Like another
So it's
5 hours.
probably around noon. So you've probably got about 6 or 7 hours.
Okay, we're fine. I was
Yeah, that
trying to
was what I
gauge if
was
we needed to split off and send
Yeah.
people to go stop.
You do hear, he sort of perks his ear, and you do start to hear sort of the tap 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 of multiple sets of high heels coming back down the hallway. In fact, it sounds like there's 5 of them coming down the hallway.
Also, nice touch, the anti-magic field. That's a very large nuisance, actually. Good defense.
This pissed me off a lot.
Oh, it was going to make everything a lot harder.
I do find that the best defense is negating someone else's offense. So, not many would dare. There are far too many other problems to address at the moment. Well, I suppose you'd have to call her the Lich up the hill, being chief among them.
Later. We're gonna loop back around to that later.
I assume.
I assumed you all knew that was what was happening.
We here in whatever this
What's
world
that?
is
Did you ever
called,
mention liches?
here in this world, we sort of, for the several last 1,000 years, have been magically oppressed knowledge as well. So
Yes.
you're probably the most knowledgeable magic person in the entire continent. So
Probably.
I
Aside
would
from the
hesitate
other
to
dragons.
say that.
This
I'm
is like,
Suffice to say, we have limited knowledge and experience dealing with a lot of these things. So, no, I don't think that was a generally understood thing by the populace.
oh
Liches like kill people and make them husks. Is that a thing?
no.
Okay, never mind. We'll circle back to that later. You're good.
Oh.
Just checking.
Is that something that's happening?
Mhm.
Yes.
Apparently.
Is that a recent development?
yes,
Came with
Last
me.
night?
within the last, that thing.
It's a long story.
I look forward to perhaps hearing it someday.
As long as you don't wipe my brain of memories.
Is that a thing?
Is it?
We're going to get around to this. Anyway, the people coming down the hall.
The people coming up, so the door opens about the time that he's sort of giving that, and his aide comes in. You do. There are 2 halfling girls, young ladies, I suppose you'd call them, plus the 2 from previously from the night before, and they all sort of step in. Sir. Lady Smoothhands, her lady's maid Thea, and Lori and Astera.
Lori and Astera are the ones that.
Yeah,
Mortally offended.
yeah, and as they come in the room, and as those 2 come in the room and see you, they just sort of cross their arms and glare at you.
Simi audibly laughs.
I approach them and I
Like-
say, Lori and Astera, I apologize for my actions yesterday. You threw me off guard, and I was not prepared to answer in such a way. So I apologize for how I spoke to you and how I denied your advance.
No.
what he means to say is,
Just don't stab them.
His apology notwithstanding, he is still not currently
Looking for
Interested or available.
looking for a
I am
retinue.
more than-
However,
Well,
all positions are filled. That came off wrong. That's not what I meant.
silence.
so
falls.
one of them does actually sort of put her hand to her face like she's trying to stifle a laugh.
Just go.
no, it's
I'm
okay.
not.
You can laugh at that.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for companionship.
You are not collecting a hoard.
No.
He'll break.
That's offensive.
I suppose you're forgiven. Clearly, your refinement is not to the level of some, and she's going to stare straight at
Oh.
I
Gav.
pull out my dagger.
I am yesterday's news. Okay.
Oh boy.
Thank you so very much for making the time for apologies.
I would expect you to feel offended if they weren't
And
absolutely.
and then
true.
she's going to turn and completely ignore you, both of them. If that is all, and your host nods his head, and they turn and walk out.
Found your magic lesson.
I
That
will.
was,
I will
something.
go up to Dee and Thea. Miss Smoothhands, perhaps you might recognize my voice. I am the one that's been sending you messages.
Oh yes, thank you so much. Were you able to get a message to Monda?
Yes. There's been sort of a slight misunderstanding and or mix-up. No one was aware of where you went, and it seems a associate of Miss Thea decided to take advantage of that. Your friend with the dragon tattoo for a hand has decided to try and ransom Miss...
we
know
don't.
who that is.
Yeah, so at this point, Ken's got. We don't know who sent the ransom note.
Oh.
Suffice to say,
I did.
is that Dee or Thea?
That's D.
Oh.
What?
Oh. Why?
I figured if I
I apologize to your ears.
I figured if I could procure enough cash, I could buy our way out of here. I don't want to go! Thea, trust me. Yes, you do. You do not want to be a part of this, whatever this is.
What?
What do you mean buy your way out?
Yeah. What are we buying our way out of?
Apparently, Miss Smoothhands thought that her handmaid was here as a slave, and he seems almost offended by this.
As he should be.
She's not? No, she could have left at any time, as could you. And Dee's right there with you, Simi. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize.
Okay, hang on. I have a few loose ends to tie up. Directed at Thea. You and a gentleman with a very distinctive hand tattoo were seen getting into an argument at.
Not an argument.
No,
he
they just,
escorted
like-
her out during the dragon flyover.
No, at the manor.
Mhm.
Oh,
At the Smooth Hands Manor.
Sorry.
That's right.
Someone came by to the Smooth Hands Manor to discuss something with you. There was an altercation. He was thrown out.
Yeah.
Time to put this in my notes. You're all done effed up. It's all...
Give me 1 second.
I cast polymorph. No, it obviously
No,
does
you don't.
nothing. But I tried. It's like pig.
Who are you trying to turn into a pig?
I don't. I just was like pig. Someone.
Somebody needs to be a pig right
Just
now.
as long as we
Somebody
don't
needs to be
offend the
a pig.
dragon.
So are you just
I'm
saying the word pig
I'm just trying
and
to
pointing your finger?
Well, like-
remember where my brain went, because it's not in my notes, and I don't remember where I went.
No.
What are you?
Was
Hoping
it
it was gone.
a jealous ex-lover?
We can still bring a pig
brother?
out. Parents.
Or somebody other?
Why? Why are my players like this? I don't remember, but
Well, maybe if you remember
So suffice
write
to
your
say,
notes.
whatever it is, it was not important.
yeah, it was a red
Okay,
herring.
we can.
I don't remember.
We get a
should've-
satisfactory answer to explain it was all a big miscommunication and
It
misunderstanding.
was the guy in the red shirt. He doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's just gonna die.
Man with one red shoe.
Huh.
Well,
I don't have words for this.
All right, Castian then.
Yeah, congratulations. Problem solved. Your parents are going to be delivering money to where you asked them to here shortly. You should probably go home and let them know they don't need to. You should also
Yeah.
talk to them so that, they don't have the authorities trying to find you.
yeah, I'm gonna deliver you home at this point because that's.
You're going to deliver us home? Fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
technically, she's a hired hand, So
I was gonna
don't
say
think
if she
that
wants to
that's-
I
stay.
don't treat her like that, though.
But that's no. What I'm
Maybe
saying is
you
that if she
should.
does not wish to leave, then
Yeah.
then I don't think you have any authority to say that.
Yeah, if
she's
she
going
wants to
home.
stay here, it sounds like nobody's keeping her against her will, so she can.
But you haven't wanted to be here. Like I addressed Dee. Like, why did you, Thea, take her here anyway?
Well, I didn't. So Thea speaking. I didn't bring her. She followed. I wanted to be here.
Yeah.
Must create
I
antidote
wanted-
for dragon lust.
She pulls out one of the pamphlets. It's like I wanted fame and fortune and all the stuff that you get when you
When you
with a
when you
dragon.
know-
follow propaganda blindly. Good job. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let you know right now.
Where'd she
I'm
get
gonna
it
look
from?
at our gentleman here too, but that's not actually really true.
Not aware of it.
Did she read that from the pamphlets?
Probably.
Who's been sending?
Dells.
Also, Dee, your boyfriend's really worried about you.
Yep, because you were kidnapped.
Oh God,
Yeah.
can we go to his parents' place first? I need to talk to him.
Well, I mean,
I think we're gonna deliver you home so they call off the authorities. Is what we're gonna do.
Pig.
Can one of you go? Can one of you get a message to him that I want to see him?
Oh, when we're
Sure.
out of here, yes.
Okay.
Alright, now the elephant in the room. We all need to leave.
Well,
What is your protocol?
so sorry for inconveniencing you. Goodbye. And I'm gonna start trolling.
But also, do you know anything about people that turn into? Well, no, you are.
Hang on.
Tarzan.
Okay, hang on.
Never mind.
Hold everything.
Caius? Did you tell us his name? First name was Caius? Is what we were told? Caius Galvin?
Cassius.
Cassius. Mr. Galvin?
Lord.
Lord Galvin? However you...
I mean, that's the name I go by.
We appreciate your hospitality and aid in this. It seems that our first priority of business is going to be to deliver someone to their family to clear up a lot of miscommunications,
Stupid.
which would lead us to your protocol for us leaving.
Clearly, I'm not sure how the word of this little arrangement got out, but I prefer that it not be firsthand and
Agreed.
merely be rumors.
Of course.
To that end, anyone who wishes to willingly leave, I do typically modify their memories so as to only remember meeting with me for business, undisclosed, whatever they happen to fill in their minds with, and nothing regarding my collections.
Are you worried about your collection specifically, or your identity?
I'm worried what it looks like if word of my collections gets out. I've already traveled this land many times in the 2 years since I've hatched. I'd rather not have to find a new home. Sorry, in the
The year.
Yeah, you're good.
The year, yeah.
I respect that. However, if you are amenable to it, I for one think that a return visit from us, I think that we have a lot of questions for you, and we may be able to help you with a couple things. I'm not sure how modifying our memories will affect that. I can promise that we will all be discreet, as we all have various reasons we don't want to be known, but I'll leave it to you.
Why are you looking at
So
me?
he's just gonna kind of scan the room. It's like,
You're the one drooling over his
forgive
books.
me,
Yes.
discreet would not be the word I would use to describe your group.
We are not discreet, however, keeping certain information from the public eye is something we all, I think, have
lots of experience with.
You have to remember that we grew up in a land where magic was absolutely forbidden and illegal, and all of us.
Oh, and since it's
are magical.
since it's not clear due to the anti-magic field, every single one of the people in this room uses magic. So we're very
In some way.
Do you?
No.
well,
no,
but they're from
not,
Faerun,
not really.
so-
That's true.
I mostly punch things, but there's a little there. You just gotta sniff a
Um,
little bit closer.
Don't.
Do I tell?
Sniff her back tattoo.
And he's going to pull your tattoo out.
Wah!
Oh, that's.
well, that's new.
Ew.
I get it back right. Oh, okay.
Gross.
Wait, I find that.
That is very unusual
cabbage.
magic, though.
Oh. Well, it just
Like I
showed
said,
up one day.
Lots of questions for you, and I think we may be able to help.
It smells of justice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
justice.
Yeah.
smell like justice.
Well, he was in your bed.
Oh, really? I really must have that story sometime.
Like I said, I think there's a lot we could say. I think that we could have a very profitable and strong working relationship, but I'm not sure how well that will endure after memory modification. I leave it up to your discretion, though, as I get the sense that you're going to be able to do whatever you want, and there's not much I can do about that. So,
Your point is well made. I will leave your memories intact. I will, however, modify Miss D's and Thea's.
Wait, is Thea leaving?
Good idea.
Because that
That was
seems
unclear.
to be, yeah.
yeah, I'd say that's up to Thea, but
If you drop magic, I'd make sure she leaves.
Wow.
Nick.
that is...
Nix.
Sounded.
Yeah, that's not going to get us anywhere. Anyway.
I walk over to Nix, I grab her and put her in her.
Yeah, so Thea and
And
Thea and D are kind of having
Uh-huh.
this quiet conversation off in the corner, where all of you having this loud conversation in the center aren't really privy to it. And she D just kind of, or Thea just kind of,
Sugar's getting low.
and she looks, okay. And D sort of gives her a hug. It's like, I don't want to lose my best friend. And after a little bit, Thea hugs her back. I guess I don't either.
Aww. Aww.
No. We don't owe that. They sent a ransom note to her own parents.
No, that was
just
player Danny. Like
Okay.
no, CB is just like
We do not condone this behavior.
So so Cassius is going to sort of gesture to the two girls, and they are encircled in sort of this purple field for a moment, and then nothing seems to happen. They're still standing there, sort of looking at you out of this bubble. And then he closes the gesture and the bubble goes away.
Mine doesn't feel like that.
Why are
One
we
more thing.
here?
okay. So that I can be consistent when I re-deliver her. What did you just tell? What just?
She says to the dragon.
Yeah.
So I removed any knowledge from either of them of any
Your
sort of
extracurriculars.
yes, any sort of mention of the so-called dragon cult.
How does that work with why they're here?
It's fine.
You were kidnapped. We saved you.
You have been missing, and your parents would like to see you. We're here to collect you.
Well, yes. Let's head home, and yes, I think I need to also
Talk to your boyfriend.
I need to
Uh-huh.
speak with Fassum.
Yes, you do. I agree. Okay. This is going to be one of those things the therapist's just going to spend a lot of time unwinding later. Okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
A pleasure to meet you.
Have a wonderful evening, and I look forward to sharing stories with you in the future.
I I'm gonna try to leave last.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I have
have-
so many questions, please.
Really strange question.
I'm second to last.
Are all dragons sentient?
Some more so than others. Some of my chromatic cousins, I suppose you would call them, can be a little animalistic. But most, with time and age, do tend to develop a personality.
Okay. That's all I needed to know. Thank you very much.
Oh gosh.
I have one question. Just
My goodness.
Vicious and dungeon.
what's a lich?
Oh.
Later. We're coming back. Later.
But, like,
Later.
I won't
We
be
have-
able to sleep if I don't know.
We'll come back real soon,
I
but
got
later.
you. I got you. We'll talk on
There's a lot we're gonna have to explain to everybody.
Okay.
And with that, you are led back out the front door.
I double check all of the shelves, make sure like I just
That
look
nobody
once
took
around, that
anything?
nobody
Yeah,
took anything.
absolutely.
Yep. No, everything is
the
everything
dragon's
is in its
hoard
place.
back.
I left the the empty.
Empty hat boxes.
I'm not carrying those back.
Everything is in its place,
All right. Nice meeting you. Thank you.
and
Yeah.
and you are led out of the manor. You all escort Dee and Thea back to her family's manor across
Is it
town.
obvious when we pass the barrier of no magic?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't you dare.
Whatever. So as you pass it, something that you didn't even realize was missing floods back into you.
I don't like that.
I'm in the Bjorn, so I'm like,
No. No. like holding her arms.
like pig.
As we walk, I'm gonna try and coax the girls to share what they remember of what all transpired, so
Okay.
that we can explain to their parents in a way that makes sense.
So they remember going to the meeting, and Bassam being there. They do remember an upheaval. They remember being led someplace. Actually, they remember being led to the rooftop of the tavern through a secret hatch in one of the rooms there. After that, it gets a little bit hazy for both of them until sort of waking up in the library.
As we're I'm gonna come over and sort of quietly to, so I think our best play here is we explain that it was mistaken identity when they were grabbed. They have been exposed to some sort of drug that makes it hard for them to
Yep.
recall what happened, and we just
We have
ignore the ransom note, but
Yeah.
make it clear that they resurfaced, and as best we can tell, it was
yes,
mistaken identity. They weren't the original targets or something.
or that it was mistaken identity, but the perpetrators have been dealt with.
Just leave it at that for the
Yeah.
parents.
God, they're gonna think I'm better at my job, and they're gonna keep giving me more stuff. You are on 2 of my lists now.
Oh, that means I'm on one of your lists.
I mean,
Does it?
Is that a
Yeah.
record?
I mean, I
Give
am
it time, I'll
technically
rack
the
up
one
those
who
points.
directly created the problem.
But they don't know about you. They
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, technically, I guess they don't. Yeah, they know about you.
For what it's worth, I think you're really good at your job.
Thanks.
You're
I
welcome.
mean, you did find him.
I did.
You did.
I just have to pretend I didn't. For reasons. Okay. Obvious reasons. Yeah.
Also, don't you want them to think you're good at your job so they start giving you more important jobs?
Yes, I just wish they would stop giving me jobs that involve you, because they're going to start thinking it's really suspicious that I can solve all the rest of them and not these.
We cover our tracks really well.
I haven't been caught so far.
It's because she.
That is only technically true. That is only because catch and release over here let you go.
Still 2-0. Or 0-2, depending on which availability.
So what now?
Well, after we take these ladies home, I think you're going to have to explain some stuff that you
Right.
had told me. But before we get to that, I think we have to go back to the blue people who turn other people into husks that are hunting for our dear friend here that are apparently in our town.
Right.
Well, could we, as we're going, you do your hunting for people thing, right?
Yes.
Can you find Castian? Or like,
If he's
talk to him again?
within 1,000 feet of us.
I can send
He
a
also
message
might
to
just be
him
back.
if you want.
That'd be good.
If you wouldn't mind, because I'm a little concerned about him just not opening his place of business when he knows he has 2 direct competitors in front of his house.
Maybe he wound back up at the insane asylum.
Maybe he's
I mean, he
not
was
a plane
threatening
of
to kill
existence.
them, so
True.
it wouldn't shock me.
I will
He is in and out of that place a lot.
quicken incantation sending, so I'll do it immediately instead of
If you
doing the.
finished my hat.
I will. Shush. Mr. Castian, this is Lucas. Everyone's just wondering where you went. Some people are concerned for your well-being.
No, they're not concerned. They're just wondering where
You have 4 more.
And
Where are you, my guy?
Where are you, my?
It could be my sugar cup.
Mi amor.
That's right. Always keep them guessing.
He's gonna read it as like my. Huh? What does he want?
Love.
My
Why
my-
not respond?
Oh my.
My.
2 words. Trade war.
He's fine. He's just taking care of some business.
Ask him
Oh,
if
God,
we
he's
can use
gonna
his
kill
shop as a.
We have another place that he gave us.
We do. Also, we can just use his shop
Yeah.
because
Someone broke the
Because what is he gonna
door.
do?
also us being around ensures that while he's off with his extracurriculars, nobody breaks into his establishment.
That's true. That's probably a good
And
thing.
steals
no one
his
else
hats
breaks
and
into his
takes
establishment.
them into.
We're not breaking in. We have permission to be there.
Should
didn't
we want to
break
run
in,
his
though.
shop?
Can you make hats?
No, but
I'm sure we could sell
I
hats.
would not want to infringe upon his business.
Trade war.
What if somebody
But
comes
I'm
in
not going to.
and is like, "I'd like to buy a hat," and they say something really specific, and it's actually code for something that we
Yeah,
have no
exactly.
idea.
This is why unless he comes by to change it, as long as he's out and about doing his stuff, we leave the shop closed, but we can use the back room.
Yeah, yeah.
Come up and be like, "I would like to buy a hat with a green plumage."
Is this a thing that happens to you?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm just imagining.
It's just
I don't know
some
what I would do.
Very specific.
Someone's
circumstance.
got too many fantasies about how this works.
I would sell them a hat with green
Just
plumage.
met a dragon.
okay.
I don't know what the
I'm gonna take the
cultural
kid.
understanding of that. I don't know what the
Goodbye.
cultural understanding of
Have
that
fun.
is.
So Simi takes the girls home. The rest of you wander back towards Castian's shop as the day fades. Cut to the docks later that night. Out of the shadows, a figure like a blue elf steps out, drapes his arm around one of the longshoremen who works the docks, and the 2 of them disappear into the night. That's where we're going to cut it off for the night. Hope you guys had fun. It was an interesting evening. We've solved one mystery, started another, a few more, and we'll have to see where it goes. So we will be back next week, Monday night, 6:30 Mountain Time, assuming everyone is well. Be sure that you tune in and see how the rest of this craziness goes. Few quick reminders on the way out the door. You can find all of our video content that I've uploaded onto our YouTube channel. You can go out to YouTube, just search for Casual Cactus. It's casual with a C, cactus with a K. All of the video content that we do does wind up there eventually. So if you haven't already, hit like and subscribe. Turn on the little bell notification icon, and you'll always be notified whenever we put new content up.
Just try and raid somebody if we can.
We do also have a Discord server running, so you can always find out what our schedule is. This past week has been a little crazy. I didn't update it. I'll do better in the future. But there will always be a pinned notice there that will tell you when we will be streaming on any given week. We typically run 2 shows a week. One of them is pre-recorded. Those will run on Sundays at 6:30, and then we have our live sessions here on Monday nights at the same time, 6:30 Mountain Time. If there's any changes to that schedule, if we have to cancel for any particular reason, we typically will let you know by that Discord channel. So be sure you are always keeping tabs on that. That's going to do it for us here tonight. Hope you had fun. Hope you'll join us again. Until then, remember,
Grab your bats and grab your balls.
and if all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a glass house. Good night.
Rate Griff if you can.
Is Griff?